Angie, how are you?
Hi, I am excited and I am ready, 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 ready.
I hear you. Hello, everybody out there. Hopefully, everybody is popping in. We have, again, the different streams, and there's some people waiting on the different streams. As you populate in, we'll see the chats pop up, and we're welcoming everybody. I'm told there are people waiting in the lobbies. So
I'm
we'll
just
take
checking to
them.
see where we're up on YouTube.
Yeah, I see that YouTube people are popping in. There's
Okay.
Patty and LMT. Hello to both of you. Welcome in. Welcome in. Everybody, introduce yourselves and say hello. And we're still waiting for Twitch to catch up. P. Malone, good
We're
morning. Good
live on
afternoon.
Facebook too.
Oh, super. So we're waiting for, I guess, Twitch to pop in there, and I'm sure they'll pop in any
Yeah,
moment.
I haven't gotten the alert that we're live there yet.
Let me see there. It's on the list, so hopefully it will be. But
Okay, everyone. Keena said the list starts now. So all of you that were there all that time before, she did not get you because the stuff didn't come through. So she's starting now with the list. She did not get you because the stuff didn't come.
and I just checked, and we are live on Twitch now too. So
Oh,
good. We're
oh yes, I
crossed
just
off.
got the alert. We're ready. Hey,
Okay.
I'm just
Super.
so
Well,
excited about today. So
I hope
excited.
everybody is ready because tonight is the full moon and the energy. Actually, it's interesting because it's 7 hours GMT time, 7+ hours GMT time, and at 11:57 a.m. was the full moon. So so now we are, you add the time and so forth. The point is we're there, we're ready. So it is time to celebrate the full moon. How many people out there are ready? Are you guys have your materials?
Look, I have two lists. I had to revise it. Samuel was like, "No, that first list is not right. You need to redo that."
I hear you. I hear you. Well, remember, the first thing we need is a piece of paper. Hopefully, we can bring one that we can divide into two. Let's fold it and let's get it put in half. If you've already ahead of the class like Angie, then
I
you don't
had a
have to
lot to
worry
get
about
rid
that.
of.
So then we take the list, we take the paper, we tear it in half, cut it in half, whatever it takes to make sure you get two lists. And on one side is it's like naughty and nice. This is the nice list. So on this one, I want you to write down the things that you want to remain, the things you want to draw in. These are like affirmations. So tell the universe what it is you want to bring into your life, the good things you want in the life. And you're going to put these on the good list. And so we're going to list them.
Flat stomach is on my good list.
And be specific with these, by the way, too, because
I was.
again, these are affirmations, right? So
I had to add a few more things.
remember, if you've already done it, then we're going to move to the naughty list. These are the
Whoever said, "Angie, you are beautiful," thank
let's
you.
take a look at that. If and does anybody? And I just saw a connection.
You're kind of going in and out, but like now, okay. Now you're fine.
Okay.
Or wait, yeah, you're fine
Okay.
now.
So then now we want the so now we do the naughty list, and on the naughty list we tell the things we want out of our lives.
If you guys need some ideas on my on my side of things I wanted to release, I put like unhealthy fear, um, this extra stuff, doubt, debt, things like that. Those are kind of things that I put on there. You could put like, like if you have a health condition, if you have, like a way of thinking that you want to get rid of, or anything that kind of you think controls you, any habits that you want to get rid of. Those are all the things you can put on there. Those are the things that I put on there. I use the little sheet of paper because my spirit guide said I'm almost perfect. Just kidding. But here's my list. So they're small. And then I'm indoors, so I have this little thing that I'm gonna put it in. That's that little shell, like that I burn my sage and stuff in. So this is what
Oh,
I'm gonna
fantastic!
put. And then here's my
Super.
list. And then I got like a for real, we about to set it on fire.
Me too. Yep. I got it. It's like, okay, trigger warning,
I'm
trigger warning.
ready. I'm
Fire,
ready.
fire, fire.
Let it go.
And if you look here, I'm outside. As you can see, I'm outside.
Yes,
So
it's beautiful. Can
as
you
look
see the
around,
moon?
can I see the? Not yet.
Oh, okay.
Look over here. I'm not paint. I'm going to turn the thing around and see if maybe you guys can see the moon is getting ready to come up over our mountain. I don't know if you can see that or not. Can you all see the mountain? No, it's too dark.
No, not really good. The lights
Anyway,
all those city lights are
yeah,
in the way.
exactly. It's getting ready to come up. So I'm moving the camera. So you're not seeing me at this point. Those are not city lights. Those are lights on our
Oh, okay. Hi, Google. Oh, wait, we can't hear you again.
How about now?
Oh, there it is. We can hear you now. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I live out in the boonies, and so we have no city lights. These are lights on our
Okay. Okay.
fence.
Oh, yeah. Why didn't I know that? It's an uphill
Yeah.
ride.
Okay, so now I'm folding my paper, fold it any way you want, but you want to make sure it's in a way that it'll burn efficiently, because you want it to burn, baby, burn. Okay, now we have it folded. Before we get going, let's go through the mantra. This is the mantra you need to repeat. So we're going to put it someplace, and then we're going to light it. As we light it, we're going to repeat to ourselves, with this energy goes, with this smoke, with this smoke and the full moon goes, and then you list what it is that you are that you're wanting out. So again, remember what's on your list, remember the things you wrote, and then you're going to say them as you burn the list. With the smoke and the full moon goes X. With the smoke and the full moon goes Y. And keep repeating those things until you're done, until it is disintegrated. Once the fire is out, you can stop. Okay, so if it means repeating it and going over, keep doing it. With that said, since I'm going to burn my own list, I'm going to take my sound off, because I don't want you knowing what my list is. So
me too.
I
But
would suggest,
Carmela, she asked, when you burn sage, are you supposed to use wooden matches? I don't. I just use this or whatever I
yeah,
have available. So I
yeah,
don't think
when
it.
you're burning sage, it doesn't matter. And we're going to sage, you can sage the house after this, but sage whatever, and yourself whatever. But the most important thing is by doing this, you're burning away some things. So let's get this started. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to keep the computer on. I'm going to try to focus it so you can see as I light.
So we don't burn it till we say the last thing on our list.
No, you
What if our
start
list
the
is
fire.
long?
Start
Oh,
the
okay.
fire first, and then as it burns, you say those things. And if you run out of list of items before it's done, then you continue saying them over and over until it burns down. Remember, this is paper, it burns fast. And if the paper burns before you're done your list, finish the list anyway. It's the most important thing is getting through once, okay? So let's go with it. Let's see. I'm going to redirect this here, put this here. Do you see it? Actually, I'll move it here. There's my list. Okay. So I'm getting ready to go quiet for a few minutes, or a minute or two, so I can burn. Okay. And actually, I'm going to maybe I'll move this up a little bit so where it's a little more easy to see. There we go. Can you all see that?
Yes.
Okay. Here we go.
That is a pretty long list, guys.
Oh no, that's it's an old page. Okay, here we go. I'm going to go residence now. I'll be back on as soon as we're done.
Wait, let me start from the bottom so I can see all the things that I got to let go. I'm just going to mouth mine. Y'all don't need to know what it is. What is it with this? It went fast. this moon and this.
Okay, so my list is burnt out. I think you saw it, and so it
Mine is
burnt
still
itself
burning.
out.
Wait, maybe I need to just.
And so I'm
Mine
going to
is
move it around a little
resistant. I
bit.
need to light it again.
Oh goodness. So now with it burnt out, I'm going to flick it around and make sure that it goes into the ground. Make sure the paper goes back to the universe the way it's meant to be. Again, the other stuff went to the moon and went into the atmosphere with dust, and so it is gone by dust, and so and smoke, and so the ashes then go into the ground and they get grounded and they get gone as well. So there
And
you
may
go.
our collective energy make it expedient.
Absolutely. So with that said, we have now done the moon ritual. Now
It
after
didn't take
this,
that long.
exactly, it's very fast. After this, what you can do is if you have sage, you can go this evening or tomorrow morning or sometime, go in the house, light the sage, walk around with making sure that you get the sage lit, then kind of blow it out and it'll smolder and you'll see it. They call it smudging. And you walk around all the walls, especially in the corners, and you wave it and let the smoke get into the corners. And as it does, it cleanses the house and it cleanses the spirits.
Everybody wants to know what they do with the positive side.
With the positive side, you will fold it up and you will keep it. And every morning, if you want, put it by your nightstand or whatever. Every morning, touch it and keep it for about a week, and then and just keep it. Period. And then eventually
Or
it'll
to
go
the
in the
next
trash can.
moon, like you could, like sometimes I
Exactly.
revise mine and at the next moon, or as things happen, I check them off, or however you
Yeah.
want to do it. You can keep it and see how you've changed over the time. Like maybe you do one every full moon, and so you can see out of all the full moons for 2022, this is how I changed, or this is the things that I achieved.
Exactly. Exactly. So with that, we've finished the moon ritual. And so now we're going to relocate while Angie is in place already. I've got to go back in and move the computer in place. So
I'll entertain you all.
I would say, with that said, I'm
Have
going to actually
people's
turn you
proof.
over to Angie. She's going to carry solo, and I'm going to step out for a minute while she does the job.
All right.
So let's see if I can figure this out how to do this. There we go.
All
Angie, it's on
right.
you.
Okay. All right, guys. I have so many stories to tell y'all today because let me tell you, y'all know I go walking every day on my lunch. And today it was cold. So I thought, oh, okay, let me just put on like a long sleeve shirt. I had on my mock community college shirt that my best friend Tony gave me. So I had it on and I put that waist trainer on that I was telling y'all about. If you go back to my Facebook or Instagram page, you can see it. So I'm walking like, oh, this isn't bad, it's kind of cold. So about a mile in, it must have started heating up, like, and I don't know if the fat was resistant or they was fighting each other or what, but let me tell you this, it got hot in that waist trainer or that vest. And by the time I got home, I think it had sucked out all my moisture. Look how many bottles of water I have for today. Like, geez, oh, peace, people, let me tell you. Then after I get home, get my water. I really wanted to drink wine while we do this, but I mean, you know, get too many glasses of wine or too many sips of wine, I might be saying stuff like, "What? Yes, go tell him I said," but don't, right? But then, let's see what else happened. So I made my list. This is the first version of my list, and my guy was like, "No, that ain't the real list." I said, "How you know?" He said, "I know you." I was like, "Oh, okay." So I redid my list, and then it was a different list, and I just burned that list. I should have burned both of them. Like, you can't tell me what to do. I want to burn them all. You know what? Before the night is over, I'm gonna burn that second list too, and then I'm gonna take this right here that's in here, and I'm just gonna throw it in the take it outside and throw it on the mountain. See, I started to do mine outside too, but my porch goes right up to the back of the mountain. The rabbits have taken over, and so when I come outside, they look at me like I'm invading their territory, and I want to fight with them tonight and have y'all see me screaming and hollering and jumping and trying to move from a rabbit, not rabbit. So I decided to just sit in here and do it right here so y'all can all see that I did it here. And this is just to say, I was really hoping that it didn't get my hair, and it didn't. And then I have on my super mom shirt. What's your superpower? I'm a mom. What's your superpower? So I put that on today, and then that was it. It was a very good day. It was a very light day. Wednesdays are my fun day because I get to come on here and get to talk to you all. So you all can tell me. I would tell y'all to tell me what y'all been doing all day, but then the chat will fill up, and then Keena be yelling at me on the other side, like, I tell you to put all that stuff in there, blah 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 blah. Let me tell you, Keena is a little bit of a tyrant. She be whipping in the background. Y'all don't know what kind of pressure me and Don be under while Keena be do what you do. But no, I'm just because Keena have to man a lot of things. Oh, she told me to tell y'all because she had a list of things that I have to say. One, just because you see that there's only a few of you in the chat, there are 6 platforms that she is kind of manning. Like there's 2 YouTubes, there's 2 Facebooks, and there's 2 Twitches that she is manning. So then she's also said if she once you say can I be added to the list, or even if however you decide to ask, tell her general or specific. If you say specific, you have to list the question, because if you don't say specific, then I'm just going to ask you. I'm just going to ask a question, and that's just what you're going to get. So please, no, I'm just fine. But please put your question there. And then if you're going to leave and you're not going to be here for your question, like it's taking too long, let us know so that we can just move on, because I don't know if you're all coming back to look at it or to find out where you are in the chat, but we give a very in-depth reading to you, and sometimes they're 5 or 10 or 15 minutes long. And so we would really, like if you're not going to be here, we don't want to take that time away from somebody else, because Keena closes the chat. I don't want to put all this pressure on Keena, but we have to close the chat down, at about 25 or 30, because it fills up fast, and that takes us like 3 to 4 hours. And so please, again, make sure you put your question there if you say specific. Make sure that you let us know if you leave and you're not going to be here for your reading, because remember, Don will be right back in the morning at 8 a.m. Don. 8 a.m. Mountain Standard Time with Shauna doing the same thing. So if you're going to leave, please let us know, and then we could just we can take you off the list and add the next person who would have been on the list to it, or whatever, or however that is. But please make sure, and then please don't keep asking, am I next? Am I next? Am I next? Like, we understand that you've been waiting a long time, but we're going as fast as we can.
Yeah, and can you hear me now? Are we good?
We can hear you.
Super. And also Angie, Keena is putting together a list, and then she'll put a list online, and so you'll see the list of where you lay. And so
there you go.
Yeah, so you can tell by the person. She did it last week, remember? And so she put the list of the individuals, and so you kind of knew where you were going to be. And so
she was telling everybody. Yeah,
exactly. So you kind of have an idea of where you're going to be, how much longer. It depends on what Spirit says, because sometimes Spirit keeps us focused for a while on someone and not somebody else.
Right. Well, you know what? One of the people that's on here now, LMT, we were talking earlier this week, and she said, I got up when you made this one comment, and I came back like 15 or 20 minutes later. You were still on that person. You have a lot.
Yeah, we are a bit slow sometimes, but not slow because we want to be slow.
I always tell people we give a very hearty or in-depth reading. Like, it's not just, 1 or 2 sentences. We give you all. And then people are like, oh, well, you shouldn't give so much. And I'm like, well, when spirits start talking, what I'm going to do? Tell them to shut up? Are you going to tell God to shut up? Are you going to really tell God to shut up?
Exactly. Yeah, try that with something, but not with him. Oh my goodness. Well, it's been a great week. It's been a crazy week so far. Lots of things happening, which is nice. But anyway, it was good. And went to class. We did an interesting thing in class, but it wasn't as beneficial as I'd hoped it would be. And so I'm ready to really exercise my psychic demons tonight.
And I wore pink today. I was gonna wear red because for Valentine's Day, because it was Monday. So I wore pink today. And the only person who loves me is my son. And I'm not even sure about that.
I could say if he's like my kids, it's like what time is it? Because on sometimes love, sometimes not so much.
Sometimes not so much.
Exactly, and I'm being kind when I say that, as you know. Okay, with that said, let's get right to it. And we're not doing because we did that exercise. We're not doing an actor or actress or star or
You
whatever.
know who's been stuck in my head, even though we're not doing somebody, maybe we could do this. Justin Bieber. Like I keep
Is that
hearing it
right?
over and over and over. So maybe we could do him next week.
Yeah, or maybe if we have time at the end, like we do, right? But who knows? Maybe. So first up is let's see. Kina has the list. I think it's LTM, right? I think she told me LTM. Again, for everybody, like Angie said, make sure that if you want a reading, let us know. General or specific. If it's specific, tell us what it is, and then Kina will lock it in for you guys. And so LTM is specific, and her question is, what is going on behind the scenes? Ray, my interview last week.
I'll let you go first because I kind of know the backstory, and I just I'll let you pick the momentum on starting this one.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay, I'm not doing the tarot with this one. I'm just going to do the psychic. What I'm getting psychic hit wise, and what I'm getting is that you are not the only candidate. There are one or two. There's two others, and the two others need to be cycled in. Your interview went well, but I'm getting the feeling that maybe this isn't the one you want. Again, I'm getting the feeling like maybe this opportunity is again, there's more than one opportunity I'm getting, and this one isn't quite the one you want. So I don't think you're really worried about this one so much. I think there's another one that's coming, that's one you really want, and that's the one that is going to do well for you. I think again, you're in the hunt at this point, but I don't think this is the one. So what do you have, Angie?
immediately I heard rich gang. Like these are people who have money because I know the backstory of what the job is. They have money, and so right now they're not in a rush to make a decision. It's like, oh, we'll get to it. You get to it. Like Valentine's Day just came, and so they're kind of having their romantic. So they'll get to it, but when they do get to it, it'll be rushed. Like we wasted time, and so now we're in a crunch. And so I am hearing that they've just been kind of lackadaisical, and that's the word. Literally, that's the word the spirit said, lackadaisical. That they are just kind of taking their time, and then it'll rush. Before the date that we discussed, that they said that they were called, definitely, because I ask all the time, like, is it going to happen? Is it going to happen? So they will call you before that date that you were given, and then it'll be rushed. It'll just move really fast along. But you are right, Don. There are multiple opportunities. And as you said that, I feel like there's a couple more coming that she wasn't, like, maybe she didn't pursue them, but the person who did this one may have a couple more opportunities. And I feel like she'll kind of be weighing her options to see, do I want this one or this one or this one? Because of that mindset change. But just to let you know, like I was just kind of shuffling and cards popped out while Don was talking, and they were very good cards. It was the Four of Wands, which is celebration. That's that one. And then there's the Sun card, which is a very good card here. And then the Seven, which is kind of, and I just looked that up today, the Seven of Wands. I had always saw it as stand your ground, and you had always said it was persevere. And it's a combination of that, but they were saying it's after, you've had your, like, so you've had the Five of Wands, which was a conflict, and you got out of that with the Six of Wands, which took you to victory. And then Seven is you maintaining that attitude. And we've had that discussion today, maintaining that positive attitude or maintaining that focus forward. And so that's kind of where I feel it is. But definitely you will hear from them before that date. And it will be a couple more opportunities coming up. And it's just them just kind of taking their time.
Super. I think you, yeah, I don't have much more to say. I think the one thing that did come to me no matter what is that you didn't go looking for these jobs find you. They find you through a recruiter, they find you from other means. You're not, you actively going out and looking for a job is not what's going to get you this job. This job is you connecting to the right network, the right person. And this again is the recruiters is how this is going to happen. That's what I'm seeing. Yeah. So with that said, that's number one. That was quicker than I anticipated. But LTM, hopefully you got the information that you needed. That's the most important thing. Mystic Rain is next, and Mystic Rain's has a general reading. She's asking for a general reading, and we can do that.
As as I said, what information is there for her? I saw like a carnival, like a celebration, like you're out with friends. Like it was like I was watching you from behind, like I was following you along, and you and some friends were going to a carnival, or maybe it's a concert outside. But I do see you celebrating and laughing and having a good time, and I feel like this is something that you've been needing or wanting, and you're really going to enjoy yourself when you do this, and then it'll be back to the grind, because I hear job, 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 job. Like maybe you're really focused on your job, or you're really been searching for the ideal job, and so this is your break to have that fun. Because I'm literally walking, like when I see the vision, it's me walking behind you and two or three friends, and I at least one or two of you are female, and then you're walking to whatever it is. And I think carnival, but now that I'm thinking about it, I hear Coachella or like outside concert, like you're going to do something, and this is you having fun, and this is what you need, because I heard refresh, and then they make me want to exhale, like you really need this celebration before you go back to the grind. Okay, that's it, Don.
Well, the thing for me is,
Oh, she said she's going to a concert tomorrow. I literally see you going to the concert.
okay, good. That's cool. That is cool. It's interesting because, but I think, are you involved in the music business? Do you make music? Are you an artist? I get the impression that you actually are somehow involved in the music business. And do you make music, hard rock music, or kind of not acid, hard rock or something? I'm getting somehow an involvement in the music business. And have you even produced the CD, I think, or something? Have you produced music before? Have you recorded something? Because I'm getting the feeling of that. Any
I don't
questions?
see it yet. She hasn't responded yet, but I
Okay.
literally saw the concert. Like she is going to have a good time with
Yeah.
these friends.
Anyway,
No, I don't
so,
see it.
so anyway,
Oh,
but
she
that
says I am an artist. I write and I sing.
okay, yeah, because I was getting that
You're
vibe, getting
on it.
that feeling. Yes, and so I was getting that vibe, getting that feeling, and I feel like that it's interesting because you've been at this for a while, is what I'm getting. And again, as I feel like that you've been at this for a while, it's like you've been honing the craft, and I think that you're what I'm getting is that, and I guess it's interesting. I'm taking a class on advanced mediumship through Darren Britton. He's a British medium that's amazing. Anyway, and so he's got me in my head right now because he's certain words. He's like, you shouldn't start with these words because it's whatever. So now I'm like, okay, now I've got to be careful what I say and how I say it. But I hate it. But I'll tell you this much: the what I'm being given, what's coming to me. There you go. What's coming to me is that your brightest shining star is your writing. The writing, and you should be working on arrangements and how the lyrics work with the music, and how, I don't know what they call that, because I think composing is when you write the sound, and then the words are the lyrics, which is, so I don't know the difference. But my point is this: I think that your strong suit is writing music, and if I were you, I would be spending a lot more time writing music, and I would be putting it out there. I would be, because that is where your strength is. I mean, I think you sing. I've not heard your music, but I'm getting the feeling you sing well. I get the feeling that you're very comfortable in front of a microphone. I mean, you could sit on this stage with Angie and I here, and you could carry your own for sure. I totally know that. But at the same time, I'm getting that where you're going to find your most success is in the writing, because you have a story. You have an interesting life story, and one day it'd be interesting to actually have you in a private situation, so where we could read you in a private setting, because I have seen some crazy things that have gone on with you, and I think it's exciting. So, and this is not the place for that. But I do tell you that I think that you can turn those experiences into music. And I know you already are, but you need to be focusing on your writing, because that's where your biggest success is going to be. I'm seeing the writing is it. So keep the writing, make sure you focus on the writing, make sure you focus on letting your vulnerability come through in your music, because this is another issue that I just was kind of flashed out, is that your music has to be vulnerable. It can be strong, but it has to show vulnerability. You have to show the human quality. That's something that connects with people. So where it can have the high highs, but it needs a little bit of a low. It needs something that hooks that heart. And so make sure you focus on letting people see your vulnerability in your music, letting them see the hurt and the pain. And I think that's a wonderful thing. So that's what I'm getting. Anything else you have, Angie?
No, that's it. She said that she's back in the studio after 3 years. So, we were very much in tune with the music. Like that's where it is. And when because I kept hearing like her heart's desire, like whatever she's doing is not her heart's desire. So she's
Yeah.
definitely going to get back into it. And I see much success. So after this, like this is going to really inspire her to the level of greatness that she wants to be. And I see a rainbow. So
Yes.
definitely.
And make sure that, again, make sure that you're recording some of your own music, because again, the way that music comes across is, and to be honest with you, I am seeing that you are going to put out there some of your own music, and somebody's going to hear it, and they're going to want it for themselves. They're
Is
going to
there a raspiness to your voice? Because I kind of get like you have a deep soulful voice, or a raspiness, like a uniqueness to your voice that makes your voice different than like, and I don't want to say pop bubblegum, but that's the word that comes to me. Like you're more of a soulful kind of voice. Maybe not all of your music is like that, but you really seem to be very soulful. And I get a deepness to when I hear you.
for me, I get like an edgy, like a kind of like kind of like I it's like a bit of a Pat Benatar mixed
Oh
with
my gosh, literally the words that were in my head, I was waiting for you to stop. Yes,
yeah, yeah,
literally the name that was
yeah,
in my head was Pat Benatar.
yeah, a
Yeah,
little bit of Pat Benatar and
yeah.
a little bit of Joan Jett kind of mixed in there.
And the
So
one lady, oh, what is her name? She sings the you're the only one. Oh, what is her dang on name? I can't remember her name. But yeah, she has a raspy, and she plays a guitar. Etheridge, Melissa.
yeah,
Yes, that's the kind of that's who
yes,
comes. Yeah, yeah.
super, super. So hopefully this will help you.
She said, yes, soulful, like Tony Braxton strong. Like, yes, yes, that uniqueness. Yes. Okay.
Yep, super, super. Well, hang in there and keep producing it. Do not be surprised if eventually, again, one of your songs, one of your own songs that you wrote, and when you emote so well with it, some star is going to pick it up and they're going to want to record it. So do not be surprised. Now, one thing I'm going to tell you, one more thing that's a good and bad with that is that when the star picks up this music, they will rearrange the music to it. It will be a little different. It's not going to, the words are going to be the same, but they're going to have a mix. It's kind of like what Whitney did with I Will Always Love You. Dolly Parton did one way. Whitney's folks tweaked it. This is going to be tweaked. So your words are, again, the words are the key to the music. It really
As
is.
you say that, remember how Luther Vandross did the one song, Superstar, that really, really long song, but it was done by somebody, it was done by another group before. So one day, me and my friend, we were in, and I don't know what it's called, we were like in Marshalls or whatever it was called back then at the time. No, not Marshalls. Hudson's. So that's a way back in the day, or
Uh-huh.
whatever it was called. With one of his 50 name changes. And she said, "Oh, this is the original version by the Carpenters. Isn't that correct? By the Carpenters." And I was like,
Yes.
and so if you listen to those, it's totally different, but both great.
Yep. And that's what's going to happen here. So don't be insulted that when they take your lyrics, but they rework the music around it. And so that's going to happen. I see that happening. Super,
I'm
super.
glad that fills you with joy, Mystic Rain.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Let us know how things progress there. Let us know what you see and what happens. And don't forget, we get tickets. Hello, concert tickets, backstage, that kind of
Don't
stuff.
forget the little people.
Exactly.
We can
Exactly.
warm them up for you. We could give some readings just before. Let us warm them up for you.
Exactly.
This
I
was
love
for
it. I love it.
Mystic Rain. That was Jacqueline LaRue wanting to know. That was for Mystic Rain.
Yes, yes. This one is for GP, and it says, "Can Spirit give me insight on a spiritual practice I should begin?"
So the first thing I heard Spirit say is, how do you want them to tell you what to do? Do you want them to come to you in a dream? Do you want them to, you know, produce a thought in your head? Do you want them to come to you while like how do you want them to come to you? You have to establish that. How do I want to receive? And so spiritual practices, I guess, could be, I mean, there's anything that could be spiritual. For me, it's writing in a journal. When I missed my cousin, literally I missed him so much that I started writing dear and his name in my journal. I went to class a couple weeks later and they literally he came up in mediumship. So I called him in. So your spiritual practice can be whatever. That's just a general. I don't even have to psychically tell you that. however you want it to happen. You can ask them to come to you however you want to come. But that's how I called in my relative that I missed. And then after that, more and more and more relatives started coming because I was open to it. So you decide how you want to receive, because they're not going to want to like scare you or intimidate you. Like, if what if they come to you as a shadow or as a, a touch? What are you going to do? Are you going to be, so you have to decide, I guess, how you want to receive, because you seem to be very open to it right now. But spiritual practices can be anything. We can't hear you. Don, we can't hear you. Nope, we still can't hear you. Technology is, look, and the retrograde is over. How dare there still be technology issues? We
How
are
about
past,
now?
now we can hear you.
Oh Lord, have mercy. Da 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 da. I was gonna say, Oh, I know that
Three,
was my fault. That was my fault, actually. I was going to sneeze, and so I muted myself, and I forgot to unmute.
oh, okay.
I
Three
didn't want
four
to blow
four
anybody's ears
five.
out.
3445 wants to know where we are. We're on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch.
Or they want the list. We were GP on the list.
No, he says, I'm
Oh,
just curious to know where else you guys are streaming from.
oh okay. Yeah, yeah. Yep. Under three different platforms, which is three different in each of us. So we're out there everywhere, which is nice. Let's see. You were saying that again, spiritual practice. I should begin. And again, I'm not sure I understand what your question is. Whether you're saying like it's are you trying to develop in a new direction, or take your skills in another direction, or are you saying some things that some exercise you should be doing? It's kind of hard to know what it is that you're trying to say there. But what I'm seeing from what I'm getting, I'll put it that way. What I'm getting is more of a sense of not so much going to another level yet or nothing else. It is honing the skill that you have, working on it. And so what I am kind of feeling, and I don't know, I don't know if it's psychic or not, because this one is kind of like, it just seems intuitive based on my own experience. And that is you need to find like-minded people, and you need to start working with groups you can practice with. You need to practice, you need to exercise it, and not just by getting into a situation where you're like giving cards to yourself or readings. You need to read people. You need to have somebody else. So you need to have, if you're doing tarot readings, if you're doing psychic reads, you need to have friends come in and practice on them. You need to have the phone, call them on the phone, do whatever. You need to, if the best part is reach out in your local community, find people who are doing this, and make their little connection, your little group, and make a once a week group where the 4 of you get together, 3 of you get together, whatever it is, and you practice and you do things and you try to help and cultivate that. But you want to not move on yet. Again, I'm being told that you're not, your skill set is good and it needs to improve. And again, make sure that you are on top of this skill set. Make sure you understand and you can grasp and comprehend all that this one skill or ability has for you. And then spirit will make it very clear to you when it's time to add more, because boy, they'll add it for you. All of a sudden you're going to turn something else, and now not only did you think something, but now you're intuitive, or now you're empathic, and now you're feeling stuff. You didn't have a choice. All the spirit threw it at you. So when spirit's ready, they're going to throw stuff at you. They're just wanting you to hone your craft and skill now. And then when you're ready, they're going to help you take that next step. So
also, you can always call me and be like, hey, Angie, I want to read you. I want to practice. I take free readings all the time. Listen, or, if we feel something, like Don and I are very connected, like energetically. And so sometimes he'll just be like, hey, Angie, are you okay? Or whatever it is. And we'll read each other, or I'll be like, oh, I have this dilemma, whatever it is, and we'll talk about it. So feel free to use us as, like, oh, I just wanted to see if I was right with the energy. You can do it through text, like, because your readings are not always going to be live like this. I've done through text. It amazed me the first time I did it through text, and I read the text, and as I read the text, I received the energy, and then I sent it back. So text, through messages, through there's a lot of ways you can do it. So don't get stuck on, oh, I have to do it this way, one-on-one with somebody. There's lots of ways you can do it.
Yeah.
And just like as Don was talking, I felt like maybe there's not so much of the word is intimidation that they're using, but maybe to like, what if I get it wrong? And what's the worst they can say is you're not right. Then you recalibrate and you come back again. Like people have told me, no, that's not right. No, I'm not. But I mean, if I'm not right,
She's like, no, it will be. It will be right.
I'm
Hang in
always
there.
right. Just kidding. I wish y'all could see Samuel standing at the door. Like he stands there because he was a servant. So usually sometimes I'll look up and he's just there and he just be looking at me like,
He's like, what have I done?
seriously. Just be
Uh,
like, bring it back, Angie. I'll be like, okay.
yeah. And I tell you what, it's amazing. You will be surprised. Distance means nothing these days because I have done reads for people in Saudi Arabia. I have done reads with people online in Saudi Arabia, and the connection was strong. And I'm reading them, and they're like, "Holy crap! Are you like right here? What are you doing?" When I take my class, our class that we take on this master class on mediumship that I'm doing. That class has 12 people, and there's only 3 U.S. people, and only 2 of them are in this area. There are other ones in Florida, and then all the rest are in Germany, the United Kingdom, wherever else. And so when we do our exercises online, I'm connected to these mediums who are all over the world, and yet we read them. So location
Energy
and
doesn't have any boundaries like we have. Like
yep,
energy can, go
yep,
everywhere.
yep. The rules have changed. I mean, everything has changed because energy is energy. And the thing is we always thought energy. It's interesting. We always had such a small mind. Not we, the collective. We have always had such a small mind that energy was like local energy. Energy is not massive, and it's just like boom, it's there. And energy is what's transmuting these signals between Angie's place, my place, and everybody out there's place. So again, it's amazing what energy can do. So yeah, work and practice on what it is you have already attained skill wise, and when you're ready to add a skill or an ability, spirit will give it to you. And again, you won't have to question it because when it'll arrive and you're gonna say, holy crap, what was that? Where did that come from?
So now Sherry is online. Sherry from our class, Sherry Berry. She said, Angie, where's your ice? It's always here, but I just don't want to be rude and crunch it. Do you know how much bad I want this ice? Like,
That's what that mute
it's
button's for,
never
Angie.
far away. It's right here, Sherry. You owe me like
Absolutely.
400 hugs too.
Yeah,
Remember
it's been a while since she's been around too. So we're
right.
like,
You
what's up,
owe me a
Sherry?
lot of hugs whenever I see you, man.
Absolutely. Next on our list, hopefully again that helped you, GP. Next on our list is Zena Maldonado. I love that name. I think I've said that last time. I love the Maldonado name. I don't know what it is.
Yes. Oh, with the attitude from Oh
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah, Maldonado.
yes.
I love it. I love it.
So
So,
Zena.
and Zena's question is, Nazar want me to be his girlfriend? Are you asking? You're asking, does he want? I guess is what you're saying. Okay.
I heard a faint yes. Is he shy? Like, is he timid? Like, are you thinking that maybe he is not moving forward? He seems to be um, a little bit shy about pulling forth because when you asked, it was a very faint, weak yes. Not as in he doesn't want to, but as in maybe he doesn't know how to approach. He doesn't know how to say, like, are you giving him kind of mix it? Do you have a strong personality? Yeah, you do have a strong personality. I think we established that last week. But I feel like she says, we're not moving forward. He doesn't speak to me. He is very, yes, he is like, I got that shy energy. Even the yes from spirit was very faint, like, yes. And so you may need to step forward and say hey, let's go out for coffee, or hey, do you want to go have dinner, or something like that. Like maybe you have to step up so that he knows that you are interested, because I just feel like he's not really sure. Like I do feel like he's, and the word that they're using again is smitten with you, like he really likes you, but he just is not sure how to approach or what to say, or if like maybe one day he said something and you kind of were having a bad day or something, and like now he's kind of backed off. But I do feel like, yes, just how do I engage her or approach her or know that she's interested? That's all I have. We can't hear you. Did you mute us again, Don?
I did. The question box, the question box pops up over top of my thing, so I can't see the mute button. I need to relocate that box. Anyway, no, I'm not really getting much of anything. I'm not getting a whole lot of energy there. So I'm gonna just go with what Angie said, because I think Angie's usually in tune with that stuff. So I'm gonna go with what she says, because I'm not really getting anything.
I love a love reading.
You do, absolutely. And then next is Rosa. Hopefully that helped you, Zena, and let us know how things go, and we will.
So just kind of, because she said he was on her Snapchat, just kind of playfully, or however, how you can make someone know that you're interested in them. But he does seem like it's a yes, but a faint yes. Yes.
Yeah, and you may want to try a third party situation where you reach out to a friend and maybe have a friend create an opportunity for you to communicate with them, and all of a sudden, boom! Again, that'll overcome the shyness. That of course is not psychic. That was just kind of an idea, basically. So that's a freebie. Okay, next we have Rosa. And Rosa, is it Rosa or Rosol? Is that an L?
Rosa, it looks like an L.
Yeah, I can't tell the difference. It said, did the homework assignment for New Love, can I know about his nationality, personality, and did the homework assignment for New Love, can I know about his nationality, personality, how we will meet, and etc. So I don't miss the opportunity in the next 2 months.
What homework assignment? We're a little lost. Like, did we tell you to do something? And we don't remember. Like, were we like, write his name down 1,000 times? Like, did we tell you to do something? And we don't remember. Okay, Bree. Wait, Keena, are you saying that Bree 445 didn't give a question? But back to Rosal, correct. So Bree 445, Keena does not have your question. If not, then we'll just do a general whenever we get to you. But back to Rosa. Can I know about his nationality, personality, and how we will meet, and etc. So I won't miss the opportunity. So this is somebody you haven't met, and you want us to tell you how fate is going to align you two meeting together.
Yeah, she's saying that we told her to do some manifesting. So she's been doing some manifesting.
You said 2 months. I heard 2 weeks. Is there like some kind of gathering coming in 2 weeks, or someplace you're going to be? Because it seems to be a social gathering that I see you in, like in a lobby area or something, waiting to get into, like a museum or some kind of something. You're going indoor, and I see a group of people out there, and just kind of you chatting it up with someone, and that moving forward. Do I know what he looks like? I want to say there's a beard. I want to say older gentleman, and I want to say just a little bit taller than you, not like a super tall guy, but wherever you are, then maybe that much taller. That's all I see. But he seems to be a quiet man, a manly man, like a provider, like a traditional, like the Hierophant is coming up when I start talking about him. The Hierophant, he's very traditional, very maybe even religious, but very like in a traditional role. Men do this, women do this. Very polite, soft spoken, but what his desires are. He doesn't have to yell. Is how I see this person. Seems to be like some kind of a jacket, like it's not a full suit like that all goes together, but maybe a jacket and then like whatever slacks or something, and just like it's a cat. Whatever you're going to seems to be casual. So he's casual, maybe a step up, like business casual.
Okay, what I'm seeing from the cards, I did the cards, and sometimes I see psychically, sometimes I see the cards, but we're seeing the cards here. And what I'm seeing is this person is going to be this person is going to be good for you because he's going to bring balance for you. This person is somehow going to be involved in the legal community, the law community. He's going to be a lawyer, a law clerk, a judge, working in a courtroom setting. He's going to have something to do with legal. He's also going to be a fair haired person, so like mid-tone brown, lighter brown, maybe even closest reddish, kind of some red hues in there. I don't know. This person is very entrepreneurial, very creative, very emotive. So this person is going to be again a bit of an emotional person, and somebody who's loving, caring, giving, and connecting. This person is also is not going to have any money issues. You're not going to have to worry about money with this person. This person is comfortable monetarily. They're successful. They're doing their own thing. This person also likes to give. Very giving individual. So to know this, I'm getting like a Joe, a John, a Juan, a Jose. It's something like that. It's that same family. It's something like that. Maybe a Jerry, a Gerald. But again, legal community, bright mind, very self-sufficient, and again, you will meet them by a social environment. You're not going to be made. I do not see a date being arranged. I don't see any of that stuff. It's just boom, you meet them, and then it happens, which is
She
organic.
says that because I kept saying 2 weeks. Is there some event? She says she has a memorial for her uncle, and then she also has a Black History Month event. So it
Mhm,
seems to be one of those social settings. But
mhm.
it seems to be like kind of, I don't want to say fancy, but it doesn't seem like, oh, you're just out and like picking up lunch or something. It literally is a social setting. Hi, Vinny. Hi, Lydia. Those are both my friends. And Lydia wants to know what kind of reading, any kind, specific, general. You pose a question.
Yeah.
If you say specific, then you have to post a question. Keena will let you know. Oh, see, Keena already told you. We'll let you know. Hi, Vinny. Oh my gosh. I used to work with Vinny at the shelter. She was a cook.
Oh
She
my.
was a chef, not cook. She was a chef. She used to cook for us all the time.
Mhm. So anyway, I do see a more formalized dress when you meet, and so I think that's and I think it's going to be interesting because I think when you meet them, they're going to see the formalized dress, and then when you see them in person afterwards, you're going to be a little happier.
Oh, she said February 27th, they're dressing up for that event.
Okay, yeah, that's
Definitely.
where I see the dress.
Definitely.
Yeah. So
But
yeah,
don't
this,
be all nervous because now I feel like you're going to be nervous. Like, oh my gosh, is it him? Is it him? Is it him? Just go about your normal day and it'll divinely be guided. Like,
yeah, don't
I
force
hear
it.
your spirit saying that. Just go about your regular day and it'll happen. And don't think like, oh, there's only an hour left. It hasn't happened. Just literally go about your regular day as if we have said nothing.
Yep.
But then come back and tell us what happened.
Exactly. Yeah. Don't force it, and don't try to make it, because again, when you do, all that does is it doesn't. This is organic. It has to just happen. So don't go in there searching for something. Don't go asking people who's in the law community, who's whatever. Let it find its way. It will find its way. If it's meant for you, it'll find you. If it's not meant for you, it's not going to happen that day. So
And don't be unnecessarily nice to people you think like he might be the one. Just be your regular self. And when that person comes, like you'll know, like spirit will give you some kind of indication and you'll know. Or you can tell spirit now, like the event is until then, this is how I want to know, or give me this or that, like a song, or like just tell them how you want to know.
whoops. Didn't mean to do there. Next is who is next? Let me get on there. I'm all over the place. I think it's is it BRRI? I don't know. Yeah,
We
we did.
just did
We did
Xena.
Rosa.
No, we did who?
Rosa.
Rosa. Okay.
Because
And we already did Xena.
yeah. So now we're on BRI 445. Who just popped in? So BRI 445. I need to know what your question is. What is your specific question?
I thought he said it somewhere.
Oh, did he?
Oh no,
Okay.
I was telling him to say it and
Okay.
I don't know if he ever did.
There we go.
Oh, there it is.
I have seen this question already, so he must have already written it. She, he, they.
So are you wondering if she's acting different because you are not as available? I have been friends with a middle school friend for a while. I guess I had noticed it's one-sided because I've been busy and she's been acting different and I was wondering why.
But I think she's the one that's unavailable. I think that she's emotionally unavailable. I think that
Like
she's
I was gonna say, is she going through something and you're missing the clues that she wants you to be like, hey, let's go out to dinner and talk. Let's go and have drinks. Like I feel like she's in need of a friend. And it could be a short thing. You don't have to spend hours with her. Just hey, I was thinking about you today. Let's go and have like Starbucks or let's go and have whatever. Like just carve out a couple hours for you never know that does wonders. Even Donald called me and give me a 15-minute call and it'll do wonders. I think that she really is going through like I feel like there's a heart pull. Like they're not showing me specifically. I think it's a family issue, definitely, that she is dealing with, and maybe needing you to reach out because is this person not a person that would be like, oh, I need help, or oh, like they. She seems like she's an overall positive person most of the time. And then now, if she's withdrawn, she's thinking, well, why doesn't this person know that I'm going through something? I'm withdrawn, or I'm not this, or I'm not that. What and this is a weird story, but my niece and my son, when I picked them up from school, I asked them every day, how was school, how was school, how was school, so I know what their normal answer is. And if their answer isn't the same every day, then I dig deeper. So maybe you didn't get the same reply that you normally did and you didn't dig deeper, and so she's not necessarily mad at you but needing a shoulder to lean on. That's how I see it.
yeah, I'm going to turn to the cards on this one.
But I don't feel like she has animosity towards you. It's just I'm going through this situation and it would be really nice if someone would reach out. How I feel it is. Like it doesn't seem like, oh, this person is too busy. How dare you not respond to me or not be available? Just if you reach out, it would be very much appreciated.
Yeah, I kind of think that the person they didn't necessarily check out, but what they did is they found somebody else who, again, it was more present in their life when they needed them, and so they're like, this is they're working through that. Again, it's that experience they're working through. Um, but it's telling you to be patient. This is the Temperance card, so it's saying be patient. Be patient. There's an imbalanced situation between the two of you, but again, be patient with it. Just work itself through. It's going to take itself. It's going to take its time. The King of Wands is here. The King of Wands is saying, you know what? Get creative with the way in which you reach out. Reach out from time to time. Do it in different ways. Don't do it the same way all the time. Maybe present her with an opportunity to do something, or just to meet for coffee or whatever, and keep presenting those opportunities. Get creative with the ways in which you put that, you extend that olive branch kind of thing. Again, there's some hurt feelings. They will return. This is the return card, so she will return back to your circle, as you, for lack of a better word. But it's going to take some time because again, she's just not there right now. She's checked out. She found somebody else who has been there for her, and she needed that at the time, and she has that. So when you guys do get back together, and again, when
I
you're
was waiting on that cup. I'm like, where's the emotion card?
exactly. So again, it's going to take, the funny part is when you guys finally reconnect and when you start spending time together as friends, it's going to be a little awkward at first. This is that newness, that kind of feeling like, okay, now we have, the old relationship is gone. That relationship will not return. The relationship that comes from there is going to be kind of a new relationship, and it's going to have a little bit of different dynamics. So be prepared for a little bit of awkwardness for the first 2-3 visits.
I also feel like, as Don was talking, that she would reach out. I mean, like if you reached out in need, she would respond faster than if you were like, "Hey, let's just have coffee." Or if you were like, "Oh, I've been having a hard time, blah blah blah, let's get together." Um,
Yeah, and there's that's that news card. So again, sharing the news, sharing information, sharing conference, having a conversation, saying, "Hey, can you connect?" Yeah, exactly. So again, just at this point, let it work itself through. Be patient. offer from time to time an opportunity, a different kind of opportunity each time. Say, because it could be a situation of time, it could be a situation of the event, it could be a combination of many things. But make sure that you be patient with it, let it work itself through, and ultimately, again, I think you guys are going to come back together as friends. But the first one or two engagements back together are going to be a little awkward because, again, you're going to find a new type of friendship. It will not be the same as it was. I don't know if it can go back there anymore. I think that's past. That ship has sailed. With that said, hopefully it helped you be our eye. Next in line is Patty Hujusa. Patty Hujusa. And Patty's question is, I want to know if they see me moving to the beach and when. I hope it's soon because we're coming to visit. If you're living at the beach, I'm there.
I think it's a yes. I literally smell salt. Like I smell salt water. I can hear the water in my ear. So I think that is a yes. Soon it feels cold. So I'm thinking we'll go through summer into fall. I don't know that you'll be like, I don't feel like you'll be there this summer. I feel like it'll be more of a fall. Like the summer months will pass and it'll be a fall move. That's how I feel because I'm cold, and they're making it clear that it's not the cold now. Like you'll go through the season, it'll be the end. It'll be closer to the end of the year, but I do feel like yes, you will move to the beach. Um, the water seems to be very relaxing to you. Um, And is there family closer to the beach? I don't feel like you're moving away from. Maybe you're getting closer to either family or job, but I'm not really. Don, you can go ahead.
I'm going to turn to the because I'm getting like a mixed signal. I'm getting the signal that yeah, I don't know. What is this is a you're I guess my thing is this, okay? For some reason I'm getting the feeling like you want to get away. You're escaping to. You're leaving. You're not moving because you want to move because okay, I want to change because it's nice to change scenery. I'm getting a feeling like you're running away from something. You're moving away from something. You are looking to
Mhm.
change environments because you want to get away. Am I right in that? Because that does alter the
She
way I'm.
said yes, they're South Carolina, no one is there. So I got that she was either going to a job or to family, so it must be a job. Like maybe you want to just
Yeah.
change your whole thing and get a job. So you are leaving family, but the thing that you're moving to, which is what I felt. Yeah.
Yeah, because I felt like again, it was not just that okay, I'm ready to, I wanted to see something different. It was something more than that, and because that does make a difference in my head, because I was trying to make connect some of the dots, and the one thing that I was getting is that your move is going to be, there's going, for lack of a better word, this is not the best time, okay? Because what happens is you are going to have issues trying to find inventory that's going to suit your needs and it's going to fit your situation in a timely fashion. So be prepared that this move may require you to move into a rental first and then after that be relocated. I don't see you buying and moving into a purchased home quickly. I don't see that happening. I see you moving into a rental, and the rental is going to be the temporary while you look for the place you want to be in. So when you first get there, you're not going to be quite as excited about it because you're going to say, I'm not settled in yet. Even with a move, you're not settled in because, again, you're not getting into the place you wanted to be. And so you don't feel like you're home yet. The home feeling is coming a little later. It will come and you will get what you want. But I just want to let you know that you have to be patient and work through this. This is not a wham bam thank you ma'am quick done deal. It's not going to happen that way. This is going to be a little bit of a challenge because again the market is different, the timing is different, and all those things. What you got,
Oh my
Angie?
gosh. As you were talking about renting the house, I kept hearing market. You got to wait for the market to settle a
Yes.
little more. And that's why there is going to be fall. Like she's really anticipating and ready to go. like
Right.
anxious to go. But I literally, while you were talking about, oh, finding a house, I heard market needs to change. Like, so
Yeah.
it'll be definitely later.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it will be
Yeah.
eventually.
So just be patient and know that the process will work itself through, that you will get there eventually. But to get to the ultimate home, that's going to take a while. You're going to be in a house, but it's not going to be your home. So, but when you finally get to your home, it's all good. So that's what I get. Anything else, Angie, before we move on? And hopefully it helped you.
No, because I had already picked up on somebody else's reading. I'm just waiting to see if Tina added them to the list. Because immediately when I read the question, it was like, but
Well,
it
hopefully,
wasn't love. It wasn't love.
hopefully, Patty, that helped you. And again, if anything, it helps you set your
Oh,
realistic
she said she was
expectations.
going to stay in a campground for a while.
Okay, there you
So
go.
there
That's
you go. We're
yep.
right on it.
How do you know? Isn't that crazy? Again, crazy, crazy, crazy. This is. I just posted it. Wait. Where am I? There we go. No, what?
That was Patty.
Okay, let me do it again. This is
Stephanie?
yes,
Okay.
and it's a general reading.
I immediately got a like a hard stop, like I got a stop sign and a yield sign. Like you started to do, you had a lot of momentum on something that you wanted to do. Like you bought like you were like, oh, I want to do this. Like, okay, and let me just use myself as an example. Like, oh, I want to make a pot pie. So I went and bought the pie crust. I went and bought all the stuff to put in it. And then I didn't have like the chicken. Like every time I went to go buy a rotisserie chicken because I didn't want to cook it from scratch because I am so Sandra Lee in my homemade. I wanted a rotisserie. I wanted a rotisserie chicken, and so they kept not having any. So the ingredients just sat there in the refrigerator, and then they all went bad, and so I had to rebuy them again and again. So just let me tell you, I had to buy the ingredients like 3 times before I actually made pot pies. They did that. So, Stephanie, I feel like you have everything you need to start this business or to do whatever this new project is, but then you lost your momentum. Like you got overwhelmed by it, or you didn't get the response that you thought. Like maybe you put yourself out there a little bit and you didn't get the response that you wanted. And so it kind of put a yield sign in you, and then that yield sign turned into a hard stop. And so you need the momentum again. And so what they're showing me is that like you were rolling uphill and you were ready to go down, like down, but not down as in everything fall apart, but you had the momentum, so you were about to go. So now you're starting all over again, pushing that rock uphill again. So you just have to get the momentum again. But I do again feel the success. You just lost the momentum and you need to get back out there and just be creative. Like I do feel like maybe there's an event or a birthday party that is coming up and somebody wants you to do some stuff and you're kind of timid, like what if they don't like it? What if they don't? Because I literally see like water bottles with like kids' names on it or some kind of party favors or something that you created. And so I feel like someone asked you and you're kind of like, oh, well, I don't know if I want to do it. I don't want to know if I want to commit to it. It's do or die. Either you want to do it or you don't want to do it. And so I think that this would be a good momentum if you did it. Like people would be very impressed and they would want to be like, oh, okay, I really want to use you for whatever your talent is. And that's all I see.
Okay. Um, Stephanie, I'm feeling some. I'm feeling some. It feels like anxiety, but it seems like the anxiety is coming from a place of frustration. It's like so. I don't know if it's frustration or anxiety from frustration, but you have been wanting. You have been. I get the feeling that you've been putting things together. You've been trying to put things in place, and it's like every time as you progress, another roadblock, another hurdle pops up. I'm getting the feeling of you feel like you're hitting the wall all the time, I could be wrong, but I'm like, boom, boom, boom. And it's like, enough already. When is this going to end? Now, that's not your question you asked, but I think that's a question that's coming through. Is like, I'm kind of, it's like it's like pushing a snowball uphill, and it's like, holy moly! Every time as you push higher, it gets bigger. And you're like, wait a minute, it's supposed to get smaller because I'm supposed to be accomplishing what I'm doing. And instead, it's like hurdle, 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 hurdle. Does this make sense to you? Does this resonate with you? And while you answer that question, and even if it doesn't, I'm going to continue anyway, because I'm seeing that it's like you're looking and you're in need of some kind of divine intervention, and you're at a point where again you're thinking, do I continue doing this? Am I pushing? Am I excuse me? And I didn't mute the thing. Sorry about that. But am I is this worth it? Should I continue doing this? At what point do I say no more? And I think what I'm getting is like a 9. I'm getting like a 9 of wands. Again, you've been putting a lot of work in. So it's like you're almost there. You are not there yet. You're not across the finish line. And so again, I think the hurdles are going to keep coming, but they're getting less, and they're getting smaller, and they're not going to be as many down the road. I think you're getting close. I think though that while you're moving forward, this is something that you preordained to yourself. I'm getting that this is part of your life contract, that you brought this in with you when you signed that contract to come back and do certain things. For those people who don't understand what I'm saying, this is my belief, and everybody has their own beliefs, but I believe that when you come into this world and into this life, into this body, into this habitus, whatever you want to call it, that you signed a contract and you committed to doing certain things this time around. Now, to me, I always go with this, and this is my thinking, is that you are an imperfect being. We are all imperfect beings, and our destiny is to be perfect. And so as we come back each time, we take different lessons so that we then learn those lessons, overcome those limitations of our soul, of our spirit, of our energy, and therefore that we don't have to deal with those again in another life. And every time we come back, we perfect it more and more and more. And so again, I think that this is one of your lessons under your life contract that you had to attain. And you've done this. You're getting close to checking it off. I do not think you surrender. I do not think you stop. I do think you continue pushing forward. You will get where you want to be, and it will pay off well. But again, it is you sticking to it, because sticking to it is part of this lesson. Is like, I have got to commit. There are so many things in my life that I've dropped, that I didn't stay with, that I just let drop. And so many things that I did not pursue the way I should have. And this is that thing. It's like, stay with it. Now, I haven't looked at your responses. Has she responded at all? Do we know anything more? Or
I'm sorry, Kina was cracking the whip. Let me see.
oh, not a problem. Am I talking in the wind because I don't know?
I don't see a response. Well, wait. It just says, nope, I don't see that she's replied at all.
Okay. Well, Stephanie, if you pop back in and if you feel there's a difference there, let me know. But again, I believe that again, this is part of her life lesson. There are hurdles. She's going to overcome them. She cannot quit this. This is an opportunity where she has to learn not to quit, to persevere.
So I have several things to say. So
Go for it.
when people used to tell me exactly what you just said about the contracts, I used to be like, how do you know there's a soul contract? Blah, 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 blah. Who told you that? Like, I didn't believe it. And, I kind of went along with it like, yeah. So when my guide, Irene, the Russian lady, comes, she was like, this is what you have to, like, basically confirming there is a contract. This is what you have to do. This is what you're going to, basically, you don't have any choice in this matter. You were sent here for this. This is what you're going to do, and you're going to have to deal with it. So when I find out, like, one of the things that I have a hard time with, and I even had to go to one of my people, Michaela, and be like, what do I do when I know someone, or when Spirit has told me someone is going to pass? And so she's like, that's your purpose, to heal the family, to help the family. So you have to deal with that. So then she told me, stop asking Samuel for such and such. No, it's not going to happen. This is what. So literally, there are things that on your contract, read the fine print next time you get a contract. But she did assure me I don't have to come back again. So this is the last time, people. But and then the second thing I was going to say was, literally today, before we got ready to get online, I decided I was going to meditate, and I kept seeing this planet And they were like, that's the next place that you're going. So I won't be back here. I'll be going to wherever that is. And then the third thing, Keena said, the list is closed. And I think that's it.
Yeah, I think Sherry Berry is the last person to make the list.
I think Sherry is on the list because Sherry asked a while ago, and I asked, did she get Sherry?
Yeah,
Because she responded to Sherry. So I
yeah,
think Sherry is on the list.
yeah. Just making sure Sherry knows. Yeah, Sherry, you are on the list. You made
Yeah.
it, so we're
Okay.
good. So hopefully that helped you. Let me take again that screen.
Stephanie, it was Stephanie. But yes, but again, like you were saying, that apprehension or whatever it is because of the roadblocks. Because literally, I saw a yield sign that turned into a stop sign. But whatever event and I don't know if she's still on here, event someone asked her to do, she definitely should do it because it is, kind of displaying her talents, and it'll be up from there. Like things will pick up from there.
Next, we have Star Candles, and Star Candles wants a general reading. I like the name, Star Candles.
And now all I can see is a whole bunch of candles, so I'm assuming that you maybe sell candles or something. Now that's all I can see. So let me try to tap in some more because it's kind of like seeing the card and reading the word on there first. I don't like to see the card, so now I'm like programmed to think, oh, all she does is candles. But let me see what energy I can get.
Star. While Angie's working, who is the blonde, the long blonde-haired lady that is close to you, close to your circle? This is somebody who works with you. This is not a home environment. This is a work environment. She has longer blonde hair. She's kind of like the show Clueless. What's her name? Reese Witherspoon. She's kind of like that. She's kind of a bit ditzy, but she's not ditzy. She's very friendly, but she talks a lot. Who does this person resonate with you? Because I'm getting this person, and I'm getting this person in the sense of you need to be wary of this person. This person is not somebody who is to be trusted. This is somebody who's talking and pitting some stories behind your back and planting some seeds. I see you say, I don't know. I'll keep talking and maybe this will ring through. I don't know. But this is a very, again, a very strong, energetic person. She is, again, chatty Cathy, and she likes to talk stories. She's in everybody's business, and she is at work, and she is kind of planting seeds around you, behind your back. You think she's a friend. You think she's connected to you, or she doesn't mean you any harm, but she is. I get the impression that and I don't know what her advantage is. I don't understand. That's what I don't understand. I'm not seeing how she's advantaged by this situation, but I see that it's actually Reese Witherspoon, Charlie, but I see that I don't see the advantage for her. She likes to cause trouble. She's a pot stirrer. This person's a pot stirrer, and that person is stirring some pot at your work, and you don't, and not the good pot. This is not the smokable pot or edible. This is the pool of crap pot. You know what I mean? And so I'm getting the feeling there's in your work environment there is somebody, and again, it's somebody of a lot of energetic. Just somebody people think is kind of nice, but watch out for her. This person is out for you, and I don't know why. I do not know why. I'll figure that out down the road. And if you can't connect to this person, well, maybe it's good because maybe I'm so wrong. What do you have, Angie?
As you were talking, I'm sorry, Keena is cracking the whip again. LaRue, she needs to know general or specific for you. But then as you were talking about
Hold on a second. I meant legal, blonde, legally blonde or whatever.
Legally Blonde. Wait.
Yes. The blonde with the Reese Witherspoon, the blonde going to law school.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're right. Clueless is the other one. Yes. But I'm thinking the smart blonde who is like always primed and primped and whatever. Yeah. So go ahead. Sorry.
No problem. I feel like you hear things like, and you don't really know. You're thinking like, is this me thinking this? Like you're hearing things. You're over here, or like spirit is speaking to you. Like you're hearing things and you're wondering, like, is this me thinking this, or where did this come from? How did this thought get in there? And it's just dropping in your mind. And like when I was stuck on, does she do candles? Does she do this? Does she do that? I kept hearing metaphysical, metaphysical. So you're barely seem to be into it. Like you seem to just be on the cusp of getting into it. Um, so I feel like she is like I feel like you're hearing things and you're suspicious, or maybe you are kind of looking at people and wondering like, is what I'm hearing true, or is what I'm not, like you're getting messages and you don't really know how to filter through them and what to do with them. And so you can write them out. You can question spirit. Like when you get this message, I've often asked, is this me, or is this my higher self? Is this God? Is this true? Like I am one of those people who do not believe a lot of things, and so I often ask, is this true? Is this the absolute truth? Because I want to know it's the absolute truth, not kind of true, not sort of true. Is this the absolute truth from the higher self, from the higher power, from God, source, or whatever you want to call it? So I always ask. And so you can ask that as you hear these little things, you can say that you want to, you can ask spirit, like, is this the truth? Is this right? Am I hearing what I think I'm hearing? Is this the, like, where is this source, or what is this for? Is this for my protection? Is this for me to help someone? Like, you need to start questioning because you are receiving information at this time. And so this was more of a confirmation that yes, what you are hearing is from spirit and not just your conscious, like, going overboard. That's all I'm getting.
Super. Well, hopefully that answered your questions, or even raised more questions with what I said, Star. Let us know if anything resonates with you, and hopefully you have gained something from that. Let me look at what else I can see here in my tarot cards. I see a lot of pessimism. You're in a very pessimistic energy space right now. You're looking to try to change your attitude. You're looking to try to find happiness because it's just not coming to you. You maybe should consider getting some getting some advice, getting some counseling, getting some guidance, even talking to friends. Open up, try to find a way to break that blockade. Again, there's conflict, and I'm telling you, this is conflict at work. Again, the cards are just taking me in a different direction. I don't know what. I'm picking up something.
She said she didn't work with me. So are you thinking about starting a business with someone or something? Like, I don't know, because wands, yeah, definitely work business related. So I don't know, but you definitely are hearing what you are hearing is correct.
So with that said, let's go to our next card again, Star. Hopefully it helps you. And our next reading is with Cheryl, absolutely, Cheryl Walker, and Cheryl has a general reading.
So I was reading her name and that she wanted a general question as you were finishing up with the last person, and I saw her walking on like I heard the crunch of walking on like lightly snow or like a cold ground. And you're walking, your head is down and you're not paying attention to where you should be going. And I feel like you're walking into, I don't want to say danger, but you're not aware of what you're walking into. So either you're about to take an opportunity that you haven't really fully thought through, like, oh yes, this is a new opportunity, I can jump ship and go here, but you haven't thought about the full magnitude of it. Yes, that's what they're telling me. Like you're walking with your head down and being like absorbed in the excitement of it, but you haven't thought about the fullness of what is going to be required of you. It doesn't seem like it's going to be a bad thing, but it's going to be a taxing thing or a lot more work. Not that you thought, because you haven't really thought about it, but it's going to be a lot of work. It doesn't seem to be a bad thing, but you just need to be a little bit more aware so you're not caught off guard. This is kind of like, hey, pick your head up, watch where you're going. You're walking into traffic or you're walking into something that you're not necessarily aware of what you're walking into. That's all I got.
Okay. Cheryl, are you crafty, or do you something with crafts? Are you involved with crafts in some way, like quilting or crafting, or I'm getting something? I'm getting like again like a folk art vibe, like like a quilt or or I don't know, maybe I don't think it's crocheting because it's kind of like this, and I'm not getting that. Are you involved in some kind of, again, some kind of?
As you say that, I do see pieces being laid out to make
Mhm.
a quilt.
Yeah, because I'm getting that, and
I
it's
know that her general job that like she works for is she's in education.
okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm
Home
seeing.
ec. Like, hmm, go ahead, Don.
Oh, you know what? I didn't put up her question. I just realized that. It's a general, right? Sure.
I thought it was a. I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
I thought I put up too, but I guess I didn't. So now I put it up general. Um, no, I'm getting something about a quilt. I'm getting something about a quilt, about you making a quilt, about something you're putting, and it's like, and this quilt is going to, again, to me, this quilt represents um, more than just a quilt. I mean, I'm getting the feeling of you quilting. I'm getting the feeling of you somehow putting together. It's like putting together stories of your life, putting together events in your life. And I don't know if maybe the quilt is a it's kind of just a symbol or something, but it's like this quilt means a lot to you. And it's like you're taking fabrics from different times of your life and putting them together. It's like for some reason you're in this mode of reflective opportunity, reflective mode. You're in a mode where you're trying to bring back some things. I don't know if you're going through a period where you're kind of missing things or whether you're evaluating your life or something, but this quilt is kind of your symbol of the life that you've lived already. And so I'm seeing this, like these fabrics or pieces from different times, maybe from different clothes that you did, and it's like this quilt is kind of your way of connecting and remembering these wonderful things that came in and out of your life and life experiences. So I'm seeing you build a quilt. I'm seeing you put together a quilt. I'm seeing you again put together a quilt that represents your life story, your and even some of your lineage in that sense. And it's interesting because I think that this is going to take you in a different direction. I think it's going again. It's like it opens you up into a whole different area of things that you hadn't even thought about doing before, and yet it's catharsis. It's cathartic. It helps you to heal. So I'm getting something about it. Again, this quilt is prominent in my head. I'm getting this quilt big time. Anything else you have, Angie?
Um, as you were talking about that, they kept showing me like maybe you got a new position where you are and you're excited about it, but you've underestimated your value in your current position. Um, to the students. You underestimated how valuable you are to them. And so in your new position, it's more work or more of what you want, but you're also just underestimating the value that you're providing now. There's one person who did not make the list, and Spirit will not let me go because I read his question a long time ago. His name starts with an A, and I cannot pronounce it, and the last name is Man, Mann. He asked, were they going to postpone his exams? The answer is no. You have been procrastinating on your studying, and Kina said she did get him, so I'll stop. But
No,
sorry.
go ahead. Just go ahead and do that one then. Yeah, we're
Um,
finished anyway, so.
have been procrastinating on your studying and you need to get in. Like you're hoping that they cancel the exams, and it seems like you want it to be like weather related or something like that, or whatever the issue is you want them to cancel. But as I read your question, I immediately heard a no, and then I heard Spirit say, "You have been procrastinating. You better get like buckle down." And you don't seem to have a lot of time until this exam time, and you have a lot of information that you need to get in. So you do need to study. Yes, you will have the exam on the regular schedule, and you definitely need to pull multiple. Like I see you doing multiple all nighters. Like I see you drinking tea or coffee or whatever your caffeine of choice is, and just on the grind. But yes, you definitely need to get back in there. And Jacqueline LaRue, Keena still needs your question. If you don't give her a question or you don't get a response, you're either going to get a general or we're going to keep going. Oh yeah, Man, yeah. Keena got him. Oh, okay. He yeah. Well his no, your test will not be postponed, so you need to get to work.
Get her done. Get her done. Oh goodness. The next question is creating balance. General reading. Creating.
Oh, I was looking for you all like, where are they? Creating balance. Let me see. I get a calmness, like I get a little bit of a peace, again, a little bit of a breather, like you're kind of like literally balancing out. Like you're exhaling, you're inhaling. And I don't know if this is something that you have been like, okay, let me take, in, out, like let me create this space that I need, or this peace and calm that I need, but I definitely get that in the beginning. I do get like you still like my brain is constantly going like I want to do this, I want to do that. Like maybe you're considering, maybe should I move or should I not move? Should I do this or should I not? Like there's a lot of things. Should I change jobs? Should I not change jobs? Should I help my should I move closer to the kids and help them with blah blah blah? Like there's so many things that are going on in your head and you're considering them all. Um and you don't really know what you want to do because you just kind of have so many opportunities available to you right now. I feel like there's been an influx of coins, pentacles, cash, and you have a little bit more opportunity available to you than you've had in the past, and you're just not sure what to do, how to share the wealth, should you share the wealth, what you should kind of do or whatever. And I feel like you are just kind of like they're showing me a ace and not specifically either of the aces. Okay, now it's a cup, so it's the ace of cups. But you seem to have a lot of new things that you could do, but you haven't decided which new thing you wanted to do. Like I get that kind of, it's so many things, which one do I pick? That's kind of the energy that I get.
I'm still feeling a lot of frustration. I'm still sensing a lot of frustration. It's like again, I feel like you're kind of like it's like when is enough enough? When is it's kind of like that snowball concept I was talking about earlier in a few readings ago. It's the same thing. It's like you constantly are doing something. You're trying to move the ball forward, and it just keeps getting bigger and bigger. And it's like, damn, when am I going to come up for air? When do I get my break? When do I get my break? That's kind of the feeling I'm getting. And I hate to be a Debbie Downer because it's a frustrating feeling I'm getting, and it's a feeling of also it's impatience. It's like you've been patient for a while and you're feeling very impatient now. You're feeling like it's like, okay, damn it, it's my time. It's give me something.
I was waiting to see if she had put anything in there.
Yeah.
They're showing me the sun card, the one in here, like it's a wish, like the sun card is for me to come. Things are to come. Things are about to get brighter. The sun is
Yeah.
about to shine on you. So you're coming out of this darkness, but I feel like I'm feeling your future state. Like I'm seeing you future state. You're ready to go. Like you may still be in the weeds that Don are talking about, but they're showing me the sun card. So you definitely are about to be future state. You're about to be happy. I'm just looking for the sun card so I can show it to you. But you definitely seem like that's where you're headed. And it's just all about kind of yes, that's one of them. Yes. And I have the other deck. But yes, that definitely that sunshine, that it's coming, that brightness, that, you know, because I don't get temperance. I don't get like it's like you need to wait on it. Like I feel like it's just the natural flow of things, like, you know, out of mourning and then like it's just, that timeline that's coming. But I don't feel like they're telling you to be patient because I feel like you've been very patient and you've been very um flexible to other people's needs. And now you are like, and you know what? Don has given me this reading before. Like you're not, like it's not like a malice or a jealousy or you're very happy for other people, but it's when is my time coming? It's kind of how it is. And I feel like it's really closer than you think. Don used to tell me, it's right there. It's right there. And I used to be like, It was always right there. So I do believe that it is coming. Like your sunshine is coming, your newness or whatever it is. Like it's a mindset. I feel like you've already had a little bit of shift in the mindset, and you're going to be moving forward. And that takes me into this question, Don. Several people this week have told me like they have an unusual happiness or an unusual anticipation of something coming that is good. Like, I know something's coming. I know what it is. Blah, blah. And I was like, yes, I feel that too. I said, well, maybe it's enough of us getting on that vibe or on that collective energy that it is going to raise everybody to the next level. And so I just feel like you're going to be absorbed in that because you've already been patient. So I don't feel like they're going to make you be patient. You're swooping right into that.
Yeah. I would suggest that I would add one more thing to creating balance, and that is that spirit is telling me very clearly by, and I usually don't feel anything. I always get information. I don't feel it. I don't see it. I don't hear it. But since I've been working with thinking about your situation, I'm getting a damn pain in the tooth here. And my teeth are good. I went to the dentist recently, but I'm getting a toothache. Are you experiencing a toothache? Are you experiencing something here? If not, don't be surprised if you start getting something, or one of the kids. I'm getting a pain. It's like right again. It's a tooth. It's a tooth hurting, and so I'm hoping. Hopefully, you're not going through this, but I wouldn't be surprised if you are. And if you're not, you may also maybe if you have an appointment coming up, have the dentist look at that, because again, it's on this side. It's on the upper, and it's like right. It's like the third or fourth tooth from the back, and I didn't have it until just now, and I haven't been, as you notice, I just drink water, so it's very weird. It just came, and I'm thinking, wait a minute, where is this coming from? But it's very kind of debilitating, and it's like right here, and it's shooting in through the eyeball, and it's shooting into the head. It's like, ouch, this is a painful one. So I'm certainly hoping it's not something you're going to experience, but if you're going to a dentist soon, make them
She
look.
said she just went to the orthodontist today.
Okay. Okay. So they're probably okay. So interesting. Oh wow. Anyway, so with that said, yeah, hang in there, creating balance. Again, I feel like I feel so heavy, a lot of heavy energy, but it still has a little further course to run, but I think it's going to break free, and I think that's coming. But there is a question of, damn, when is enough enough? That's what I'm getting. It's like, I've been patient. I've been this. Now, come on, give me a break. It's kind of like that. It's what I'm getting. So hopefully that helped to answer your questions. Man, I'm hating this negativity. I'm hating having to feel bad for folks. I'm hoping to really start feeling some great energy. I'm sending great energy to you guys. We're sending love energy and healing energy all the time. So know that we're always sending great energy your way, and hopefully that'll help break things through for you. Next is, let me peek in the list here.
I think it's Angel Eyes.
Angel Eyes, mama. For those of you who don't know, Angel Eyes, Creating Balance, and JoJo are related. Angel Eyes is the mother, and Creating Balance and JoJo are the daughters. So when you see those on, when I say mama, that's what I mean. I'm talking real mama. That's real mama. For the other one, for Creating Balance. And so Angel Eyes is also a general reading. Angel Eyes, are you still coming through Arizona? Are you still seeing possibly coming through
Was
Arizona?
that last weekend? Did we miss her?
No, she was coming. So I don't know if she came yet. Angel Eyes, let us know if when you're coming, because when you're coming, maybe you can Creative Balance can work with us to get you guys connected with us, and we can
Oh,
spend
we can do a little circle or a little,
absolutely.
yeah.
That'd be fun. Absolutely. So
Let's see, Angel Eyes. I definitely gotta. I just want to hug my baby's pain away. Like, you really want to be. Oh, her question isn't up. You still have Creating Balance up.
what am I
But
doing?
it's the same general. But I felt like you just wanted to reach out and touch, like, oh, I just want to, like a child, like make it all better if you could, whatever way you can do it. Um, Gosh, I just get a loving energy, like there is a loving circle of like we're all experiencing this together, and we're all going to make it through together. Like, nobody's going to be left behind. Like, you're not going to go through it alone. I'm not going to go through it alone. And we're all going to make it through this together, and that's your strength. That you are like they're literally showing me the 3 of Cups, but they're showing it to me in the Light Seers Tarot deck, where it's the 3 ladies and their back is to us, and they're walking into the light or into their destiny. So I definitely feel like they're saying you're stronger together as a unit, and that you will walk through this. This is just one of those ugly times. I remember Don giving me a reading and just saying like, crap happens, basically. Like he literally said these words to me. I'm glad I'm not you this week. It was just going to be heavy energy. I literally remember that reading to this day. We were in class, and it was one of those exercises where they put the chairs across from each other, and he was like, "Oh my God, I'm so glad I'm not you." Like, I don't know how else to say it. It's just gonna be crap happening. And the reason they use those words is because I say that all the time. And this is just literally one of those times where you just have to make it through these moments. And they're showing me again that 3 of Cups where you two are sharing your emotions, but you'll also share in the celebration. You just have to get out of this energy. And there's nothing like, oh, I have to be very proactive. I have to do this. It's just a natural flow. It's just flowing along. Kind of like if you had muddy water and you flush and you push clean water through, at some point the clean water is going to push out all the muddy water. And so everything is going to be okay. I don't see any major events or any major catastrophes or any major information. It's just kind of like we need to console each other through this. Someone says how long. Oh, okay. No, that was you asking them. But I just feel like you are in need of just that extra love, that extra energy, that extra cheer, and you'll make it through. I don't foresee anything that is major happening to you in a negative way, just getting out of this energy and into the next phase.
Angel Eyes says she's here. And so she's saying, when is good for you? So Angel Eyes, let us know what your schedule is like, and let us know what days are best for you. Angie works till usually 5 in the
No,
evening.
not anymore. Not anymore.
Oh, okay.
Till 3, and then I pick the
Well,
kids up at 3:30. So after 4 o'clock, I'm available.
Okay, there you go. So there you go. And so and the weekends are usually depending on what's going on. So let us know what works for you, and we'll try to make something out. Reach out to us on either advice at sonoranmystictarot.com. Again, advice at sonoranmystictarot.com.
She said Friday or Saturday.
Okay, let me look at the schedule. Send us an email or something. Send me a something. Send me a phone number or email address or something. Not through here. To advice at Sonoran Mystic Tarot, or to Angie's email at, what is yours, Angie, again?
It should be on the screen, but it's a5says yes@gmail.com.
There you go. Send it to one of us, and then we can
Yes.
communicate back through us. We can communicate and find a way to get together on Friday or Saturday and spend a little bit of time together, bring creating balance as well, and just kind of get to meet you guys, which would be nice. Absolutely. That'd be wonderful. Now, one thing I was getting is that, go ahead, Angie, you were going to say something?
No, go ahead.
Oh, I was getting, it was interesting. I'm getting the fact that, don't be surprised, Angel Eyes, if you haven't been approached yet, you're going to be approached about donating an organ to a family member. And it's very heavy. It's interesting because it's like, and it's not one of your, it's just like, it's like, boom, I don't know how I came to it. It's like, boom. So I figured I'd throw it out there, but I'm getting the feeling that somebody is going to approach you about donating an organ, and like a kidney, or like, I guess a kidney or something. And it's going to, if it hasn't happened already, it's going to be happening soon. And it's going to make you really, it's going to put a quandary in your head. You're going to have to make your own decision on this one. I already know which way it's going to go. But don't be surprised when that happens. Somebody's coming toward you, and again, they're going to be asking you to donate an organ, and it's going to be, I think it's a kidney, and to see if and I don't know what all that's about. Interesting. I've never had that feeling before. It's kind of weird. It's like, wow. And I wasn't even sure I wanted to say there, because I'm like, this is way out there. But I've told everybody this story. Angie, I'm sure you've heard this story too many times. But when I first started working in our groups and working to really let my walls down, and to just speak whatever comes through and let spirit communicate through me. One of the first things I did, one of the first persons I read in this sense, was a guy who I said, I told him about an accident, a helicopter accident, and his answer was, which one? And I'm like,
She said her brother has kidney cancer.
oh, okay, okay, that makes sense. So yeah, okay, that's yeah, interesting. Crazy how information comes. It just you don't know how it's meant, but it comes. Anyway, so with like with Bill, when you come with this story with the which helicopter accident, I'm like, who gets in more than one, right? And so it was strange. And then later on in the story, I found Tony from New York with a Tony accent, a New York accent. And he's like, oh yeah, that's the guy who pulled me out. And Tony's my guardian angel. He's with me all the time. So if I had not let the wall come down, if I had not gone with what Spirit had said, none of that would have come through. And that's why when this came through, it came through. And sure enough, it seems to pay off because again, the brother has kidney cancer. So I'm being drawn to this. So I'm guessing that what you're going to see is an advancement, probably an advancement of the kidney cancer. And it's probably going to have one removed or something. But I don't know if what's going to happen there. But that's, again, I'm getting that thing. So
Rosa, who we read earlier, who wanted to know when she was going to meet her husband, and then we said it was going to be a fancy event. She says, hey, Angie, not to interrupt, I wanted to correct myself. The event is at the museum, like you said.
Nice.
So I like that. I like being right.
Exactly. Let's see. Next is hopefully it helped your angel eyes. Hopefully that's given you all the information you need. And don't forget, again, advice at sonoranmystictarot.com or at Angie's site or Angie's email address.
The number 5 says yes at gmail.com.
There you go. Either one. Let us know how we can connect with you, and we will work something out and try to reach and visit with you while you're here. And anybody else, when you come through town, keep that in mind. We'd love to meet with you guys, so definitely keep that in mind. Next is beautiful Sagittarius, and beautiful Sagittarius has a specific question. Beautiful Sagittarius's question is, what is the manager Tamara and my coworker Lenaria, Rachel, and my other coworkers are up to in regards to me? My name is Farah.
Okay.
I always remember Farah. I remember Farah because of Farrah Fawcett. So every time I think of beautiful Sag, I think of Farah.
I can't remember. Do you work in the medical field? Because I feel like you're sitting at a desk and they're off to the side talking, and you think that they're talking about you, but I don't feel like it's a negative thing that they're saying about you. I didn't get that inclination. I do see 3 people sort of talking and whispering or maybe laughing, like maybe like you feel excluded, but I don't feel like I don't feel like there's anything that they're saying about you. And I'm not getting a lot on that. Don.
I see the perseverance card. I don't know if they're persevering through something with you or you're persevering through something with them. That's an interesting way to see that. I see that change is coming. Something's going to happen and there's going to be a change. So whatever this is happening here with you and them, it's got to change. It's going to change. And it's going to change not because you wanted to change, but because it is being under control. There are people talking behind your back. There are people doing something behind your back. This is the 7 of Swords. And that 7 of Swords energy is somebody being deceitful, being dishonest with you, being involved in something. And what the benefit is, I do not know. But again, that is going to come to a change. And part of that change is you persevering through it, maybe even bringing light to it and saying, hey, I know something's happening. I'm not looking for it. Happiness is coming. So again, you're going to turn it around. This is going to come to an end. This is kind of more like a Mean Girls kind of deal. That's what I'm getting. This is kind of a Mean Girls deal. And it's going to be, and once you show light on it, then the change happens because, the roaches all go running when the light comes on, if you know what I mean. And again, this is the news that's coming that's going to change things. This is the news about the job. And so this is the job. So the news that's going to change all this is coming. You're going to hear good news. And it's going to, again, alter the way in which this is. There is something going on, but it's more of just like a Mean Girls. They're kind of like excluding you just to exclude you. So it's all going to work out in the end. It's going to be ultimately good. So just hang in there.
Sarah, are you moving? Are you like? I feel like you are moving to another floor. I heard of moving to another floor. Like you're gonna get another position and you won't have to be with them. Like you're the person moving. They'll still be there and you'll be able to move. And it's kind of like in their face. You all thought you were. I don't know. You'll be plucked up out of the chaos and moved on, and they'll be stuck in their, and not necessarily misery, but in their chaos. And I feel like I did feel like the excluding, like they are talking to each other, but I didn't feel like a malice. So maybe it is just like a gossipy thing that they're doing. But I do feel like you're the person who's going to be removed from the situation in a good way, and that you're going to be that you're going to be moved up to another position. Like, is there different departments or different levels? Like, if you were to get another job, would you be moved to? And I keep hearing a different floor, like you'll be moved to another floor. Are you in the medical field or something like that? Because they clearly show me a desk, and it may not be medical. I may be assuming that it's a medical office because of the way the desk is shaped, like that big receptionist area when you come in, and then you are kind of sitting at this desk, and then they're off to the side behind the desk with you. So I do feel like you are going to move, and I just keep hearing to another floor, like you're going to get a promotion or another job and you're going to move to a different floor. So that's how I feel like you're going to be removed from it, and you won't have to deal with them at all, and they won't matter. Like you want to know. She says she's in the medical field. She's an administrator. Okay. So I feel like you're going to be promoted and you're going to go to a different floor. You're going to be doing something else. Still in that field, because I definitely see you at this desk. And so are there multiple floors or multiple businesses in there? But I do see you applying and like on a whim or something and getting this position and moving on. They're showing me an ace now and the wand. So that's like, that hand saying, here's getting you out of this, because you don't seem to be a mean person. Like you don't seem to be retaliating. You don't seem to be participating in it. You're just aware of that it's happening and you're moving on. Like, you know what? It is what it is. So I definitely see you being plucked out of this situation, getting a better opportunity. And I hear coins. They're showing me coins. They're showing me the 9 of coins, which is the lady of leisure who has money. So there is going to be an increase. Are you trying to be on the other side? Like, are you going to school to be more than just administrative? She says there are multiple divisions in the facility. Yeah, so I do feel like you are going to move somewhere else in the facility and do something else. And it's going to be a promotion. It's going to be more money, and you're not going to have to deal with them anywhere. That's how I see it. So definitely.
Super. Well, hopefully that helps you. And we will find out, I guess, eventually. Let us know. Give us some feedback. Let us know what you get. Next is Nikki Ireland Hendricks.
I've
And
seen that name multiple times, and I feel like they had a specific question, but maybe not. Or maybe they should have asked one and they were too afraid to ask what they really wanted to know. And I definitely feel like they wanted to know about love. Miss Nikki Ireland Hendrick. Oh, she just started this job a month ago. But no, I'm sorry, back to Farah. Even though you just started this, I feel like you're going to be plucked out of this again. Like you're the person who's going to be removed from this. You're not going to stay there very long. So Nikki, you're saying yes. Are you saying yes to you really had a love question? And since your name is hyphenated, I'm assuming that maybe you're married. And your question is, how is it going with the marriage? Is that where we're going with this? Because I definitely feel love. I definitely feel you didn't ask the question that you wanted to ask. And then you're not married? No.
but you're engaged. Are you engaged or not?
Are you engaged, Nikki? Like, because I feel like you're questioning the connection. Like I assumed because your name was already hyphenated, like, oh, she says no, she's not engaged. You're not
Okay.
married, you're engaged. Okay. Are you asking about love? Are you currently in a relationship? Because I feel like you're questioning the connection. Like, should we keep going? Should I walk away? Like, I feel like you're asking, should you break this connection? And if it's not love, then it's definitely some kind of friend. Man, the person with the last name Man who just said, am I on the list? I already did your reading. No, they're not going to postpone your test. You better start studying. But back to Nikki.
Nikki, I'm picking up this. I'm picking up an energy of a dark haired person. It's interesting because I don't know if it's like a male, but I can't know if it's a male or female because I don't know if it's a. They have features that are kind of like big, broad cheekbones, a nice chin, short hair, but it could be a very masculine woman or a man that has some soft features. I don't know. Again, dark hair. Um,
She said, yes, he
prom-
is. She says, yes, male.
a prominent nose. Somebody who is in your life, somebody has been in your life, somebody, but I guess you're estranged from them now. This is the person you're trying to reach out to or connect to, or you're trying to find out information about something because I'm getting the feeling like this is that person. Um,
Can you
um,
just ask the question? Because I feel like we're poking around because you didn't ask what the real question is. Like, what is it that you want to know about this person?
well, I think they broke up. I think that they were engaged and broke up. And I think the question is this over, or is this coming back? That's what
Yeah.
I'm feeling.
Yeah,
That's the
I
energy I'm
felt
getting.
like should is this okay? Is this connection like I felt like it was pulling apart. So maybe they're already done and you're wanting to know should we like is it worth continuing or getting back together or whatever? Because I definitely feel a love. I definitely feel like a I don't know. Um
Yeah, I think that I'm getting again. I'm just feeling like there's just a lot of energy around a breakup there, and it's interesting because you guys were engaged. You were, yeah, I really do. That's what I thought marriage was, engagement. I'd see the engagement for sure, and then it kind of fell apart after the new year, and again, it's like it just kind of, but at the same time, you knew it wasn't on firm ground, and so I
I
don't
feel
know.
like she mentally checked out of it.
Oh, he's in jail. Okay, but is that the reason
That's
why
you
it's
know what?
over,
That's that
or
nine of swords that I saw
yeah?
with the wrap. Okay. Um
But is that the
and
reason why you're not together, or you're not
you can
together
take
because
this any way that you want. The judge broke us up. That's how I feel. If like what I'm, and I don't know how well you're in love with this, and this is just my. This isn't even psychically. Are you willing to put your life on hold until this person is released and possibly not be with the person that you should be with while you're waiting on this person? Like I don't know if whatever this person did was for love or for you or whatever it was, or if it was a whatever that happened, but I'm gonna have to say the judge broke us up. Like we're not. Like if you're going to be gone for extended amount of time, she says they are together. Okay. So are you wondering if you should um wait for this person? I feel like you've mentally checked out of it. Like you're holding on out of a loyalty situation. Like, this person has provided for me or done something for me, or however this person is in that arena of whatever got them incarcerated, and you are being loyal, but I feel like mentally you've kind of checked out. Like the love that you have isn't a passion, it's a loyalty. I don't feel like it's a passion like, oh, I'm willing to wait this amount of time willingly, but in loyalty. And I feel like you have mentally like kind of checked out of it, and you want passion.
I don't know much more to add. I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted. I mean, this on again, off again. I don't know. I just don't feel this. I don't feel positive energy around this, for lack of a better word. I think that there's just a lot of. I see a lot of what do you call it? Spent energy. I see a lot of spent energy, and I see a lot of tearful nights. And I don't know. The ultimate thing is, you have to decide where that takes you. I don't know, but I just see that. I think that, yeah, this is going to be a process for you. You're entering a process, and you've got to figure out. Ultimately, you're going to figure out where the process is going to take you with this. But I don't see that. One thing I do know is that there's going to be some serious questions asked, and there's going to be heartache no matter what. And
Is
even
there, I'm sorry, Don, is there pressure from this person for you to remain loyal or for you to continue to communicate with them, and it's more of a task every single time you have to do it, like you do it, but not it's not as willingly as it was in the beginning, like, oh, there was hope, and then as it goes along and you know what it is, you're kind of like, I just don't like, you're kind of, I feel like you're checked out, and I may be wrong, but mentally I feel like you checked out. You really want a sincere love. And was this someone you've known for a while, like maybe you were high school or you were kids and you kind of have been together for a while, and this is kind of that, like, you don't know that it's, I don't want to say puppy love, but you don't know that it's um that first love, and you're not obligated to be chained to this person. This is a lesson. It's time to move on, and there's a consequence to every action. The consequence to that person's action is incarceration. The consequence to and so you don't have to live this sentence out with that person. And I feel like you feel obligated to do it, not, oh, I'm gonna just hold you down. And so write a letter, and and just, like, to yourself or in your journal, like, write it out and get those feelings out and then walk through those feelings. But I just don't feel like that you are personally wanting to be in this situation for the long haul.
and are you Nikki? Are you Aquarius? Are you Aquarius? Not that it matters, I guess, because usually I don't make it, but there's an air sign kind of energy that's happening here, and I'm kind of getting a feel for it. And so, yeah, you are. Okay. I was getting the air sign energy. Yeah, you're going through, unfortunately, some of what you're going through is part of the air, the air signs are going through right now. And with the full moon tonight, it's going to just add more kind of energy that's going to kind of, again, work on you. But yeah, I'm getting that that Aquarius energy, and so I'm not surprised. Go ahead, Angie.
Okay, so if you're on our Facebook, there is a lady, Catherine Metcalf, is that her name,
Yes.
Don?
Yeah.
Okay, so she posted about this moon, and the one thing that she said about this Leo moon was that it's going to bring up a lot of emotions, and that there was like jealousy, there was like wanting to disconnect and all that. So read what she put in her post. Catherine Metcalf, she's an astrologer, and she wrote about this moon. And so you really should read that. And today is the full moon, so you may be having all those emotions that are coming through. So read what she said, and then reevaluate your situation based on that. I'm an Aquarius moon, so I know about those emotions that you may be feeling. So I mean, but
Yes.
honestly, and this is just me personally, I wouldn't wait.
Yeah. The other thing is again, you have this, you have a stubborn streak in you, and once you set your mind to something, you're going to try to do everything you can to make that happen the way you want it to happen. And that's part of the conflict that you're going to be going through too. Is that, again, is you having to say, okay, do I stay with that or do I, again, you're just hard-headed, and and I don't mean that in a negative way. It's just who you are. You're very determined. Maybe it's a better way to put it, but I'm saying hard-headed because, again, sometimes you don't even listen. When friends talk to you, family talk to you, you don't listen, because once you've made your mind up, it's going to go that way. I don't know. I just getting this feeling of again, you're sticking with something. You feel righteous when you convict yourself. You're like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to make this happen, and you work through it. And unfortunately, it doesn't always work out to your advantage. So Aquarius, again, use your Aquarius energy, put it to your advantage, and understand that sometimes you have to work with that energy, and that's what's at play here too. Yeah, I think that you have some. I think you kind of know some of the answers to the questions that we've kind of proposed to you. It's hard to kind of do it in an open form. I get it, and it's also hard to sometimes even to hear it when you have to ask it. But work through this, and I think you know where this is going to lead you, where you will ultimately get. Says we've talked finally. We haven't talked in months, and I went to cry and sound happy. Finally got here. Yes, yeah.
Callie A, yes, you are on the list. You are number 21. Someone else, you can't see all the responses that we can see. So that other person, man, did ask if he was on the list. So yes, both of you are on the list. I've already did his question, and you are number 26. So you have a ways to go.
Okay. Next is Jasmine. Hopefully that helped you, Nikki. I know there's no real clean cut answers without asking a specific question. We kind of took a long way to get to where we were headed, and I know it ultimately still didn't give a good warm feeling, but at least you know where you're headed, and you know that part of this is sitting in your lap, and you have decisions to make when it comes to moving forward. And there's going to be some sleepless nights. There's going to be tears. There's no way around it. Either way this works out, it's going to be that way.
I'm also hearing think with your adult mind, not with your high school mind. Like think with your adult mind, your future. What would your future be? Like I literally think that you've thought about what will my future be with this person if I wait with this person. Is this person going to grow up? Is this person going to be the man that I need? And so think with your adult forward facing mind, not with your I'm in love with my best friend type situation. Think with your adult facing mind. Like you may have to put some logic into it and not so much of the emotion.
Yeah. So with that said, we go on to Jasmine. Jasmine, good to see you back. Hope things are well with you. Jasmine wants a general reading. Let's see. Jasmine.
Can I just say something before we get to that? Could you all not be rude? Like Kina says, she is on 6 platforms, and the questions are filtering in so you don't see anything. Callum James, you keep asking, are you banned? I don't know what you've done that would cause you to be banned, but Kina says you are on the wait list, and there are 3 people. Hey, we have a wait list. And that if time permits, we will get to do it. So please be patient with Kina, and please be patient with us, because you can see that our readings are very in-depth. We are giving you a lot of information, so please be kind and you know, patient. Okay, that's it. Back to Yasmin. General Don, you can go ahead, because I now have to get back into that energy and out of mama bear mode where I had Oh, she said Yasmin can be skipped. She left a while ago. She told her that she was leaving.
Okay.
Okay.
And she'll probably come in tomorrow, so I'll talk to her in the morning.
Okay.
Because for those of you who don't know,
See how great that is when you tell us that you're leaving.
exactly.
That pulls somebody off the wait list.
Yes, and with Jasmine. For those of you who don't know, we do Shauna and I on tomorrow morning. We go live again, and we do kind of the same thing. And so usually, if you didn't make it on the night before, if you pop in the next morning, you may wind up making it there. You never know. Sometimes it's even crazier there than here. You never know which way it's going to work out. So with Yaz, she's gone, so we're gonna move on, and I'll catch her one way or the other. Let's see. Yeah, who else is after? Jeezy Whiz. Next. I'm stalling here.
Malone.
Oh, P. Malone. There you
And she wants a general reading. I feel your I immediately got a sense of grief, a heaviness. Your mind is already worst case scenario. You're planning an event that has not taken place. Like you're already worst case scenario. I feel the heaviness, I feel your grief, but I also feel the confusion as to what next. Am I asking the right questions? Am I getting the right information? Are they telling me the right things? You know, how long am I going to have to be here? What should I do about this situation? So I feel all of the heaviness that you are feeling. Spirit is telling me this over and over again. I've had a personal reading with this person before, and I told her that she was going to have to make a last minute trip or some kind of emergency trip to come here, and that's what's happening now. And so I feel the heaviness of that trip, but you have gone too far ahead in your thoughts. You've taken it way too far. Enjoy the now, and you are asking the right questions. If they are speaking like in medical terms that you don't know, you have someone that you can go to and ask those questions to. And I'm pretty sure that she is very much giving you the information that you need. So you are asking the right questions. You are understanding it to the best of your ability, and you are being very supportive. You're wondering if everything that you're doing is correct. Like you're always wanting to make sure that you're making everybody comfortable, that you're being as helpful as you can be to everybody else. But you're also you're at this point you're trying to live in two states, but you're in multiple states of mind. Like you're in two different states. You're here and you're in your home state, but then you're also living in multiple states of mind. I don't feel like you're sleeping very well. You are up. I see you sitting on the side of the bed, kind of worrying. You're trying to save face, but you're not. Like you are having moments of what if. You are very much having moments of what if. I see you asking, is the paperwork like before you leave, you're going to want to know, is all the paperwork updated? Is this, is that, like you're about to ask all those difficult questions to make sure that everything is set for an event that you've already planned that is not yet to happen.
I'm not really getting from. I'm going to turn to the card. I don't know. It's interesting. The Fool card. The Fool card comes out. So apparently you're on a journey. You're on a journey. You've been dealing with something for a while, and it's been in process. This is interesting because again, you've been dealing with heartbreak. Did you have a relationship that fell apart? Because the three of when you see that this can be recovery, and I feel this is a recovery situation. I don't know if you're recovering from an addiction or whatever, or whether you're recovering from a heartbreak. That's the three here. The three swords tells me it's probably a heartbreak. And again, you're needing to recover. You're needing to get through this. And so kind of walking through life and trying to find your way through this new kind of space. You're looking for a new kind of something new to give you purpose, something new to give you energy, something new to move forward with. You've been fighting this for a while. You've been dealing with this for a while. And it's a heavy kind of energy, but the good part is it's coming to an end soon. Again, you're finally lining your personal life with your path, and that is what's going to help you ultimately overcome this, whatever the struggle is. But yeah, you're finally bringing this whole cycle cycle is coming to an end. That's the 10, and that's saying that this hurt, this pain, it's all going to pass. It's all going to get over. So the cards are just kind of leading me in that direction. The cards are also saying don't be too shy to get help. Don't be too shy to help. Ask people questions, ask friends, talk to people. Just have the communication with them, or better yet, maybe counselors or something, because you need to reach out. There really is some deep-seated pain there. Change is coming. Part of it because you won't have any control over, because this is the Tower card. When you see the Tower card, that's change that you don't necessarily have control over. If you see the Death card, that means somehow you're involved and you do control, but that's not the case. Oh my God. Double change. So yes, change is needed and change is coming. So jump on the change bandwagon. Otherwise you will be forced anyway. So you might as well just join in. That's what I'm saying.
One of the things that you can do, P. Malone, is I feel like the doctors come at a set time when you're in this location, and that friend that you have who can answer those questions, you can ask, like, can I call my friend and let her listen? Because like I've done that. My mom has gone to the doctor and I've been like, look, when you get back there with the doctor, call me and put me on speakerphone, and then me and the doctor talk while she's in the room. So you can do that. You can call your friend who may be a little bit more knowledgeable in this situation than you are, and say, hey, the doctor's about to come in. Can you talk, or can you schedule, like however you need to do, so they can listen in and they can hear exactly, because you feel like you're not explaining it the way that it should be explained back. And that maybe this person is asking you questions and you're like, I don't know. I didn't think to ask that. And so maybe if you allow that to happen, or something like that, then you'll get a better understanding. You just really feel flustered right now that you're not getting the right information that you need in this situation. And it's okay to feel like that. You're overwhelmed. Again, like I said, you're living in two states, but you're living in multiple minds, and you are going to be okay.
That said, we move on to Chrissy Chandler, and Chrissy Chandler is asking us what's coming for the next 3 months.
Are you saying in 3 months, as in, are you pregnant? Are you about to have a baby? Because you said in 3 months, so I feel like there's a specific event that you feel that is coming. And I saw the Empress with that belly. So are you pregnant and the baby is going to be born in 3 months? Oh no, because if I remember you, you're looking for love, if I'm not mistaken. So maybe you'll be pregnant in 3 months.
Say what?
Because I definitely saw that Empress with that belly, with, that's the world, that beautiful Empress card. So I do feel like something is coming. And it could be birth to like a new opportunity or something like that. But there is a new, and I hear the words new addition. So are you a person who, like, I feel like you really want a child, like you really want to mother, or you really, she says, no, she's single. So maybe that is to come, because I think you've asked about love before and we were telling you that it was coming. I feel like we either described something or we told you it was to come. But because I remember I think saying that you're a very pretty person, but you don't kind of realize that, and you're very wound up about falling in love. Like you're like, I really want to be, and so I feel like it's coming, and there is something new. But that Empress energy could be pregnancy, but it could also be like you just kind of stepping into your glow and stepping into that knowledge of who you are and being confident in who you are. And it also could be that you are going to get like give birth to a new opportunity for yourself. Like it doesn't necessarily have to be a baby, but I feel like maybe it is, and I don't quote me on that, or do, but come back and tell me in 3 months. But I do feel like there is something new that is going to happen. And you specifically said 3 months because there seems to be something, like, is there something specific, like a birthday or a holiday or something that's coming up that made you pick 3 months, 3 months as time? Like, I feel like you picked 3 months specifically for a reason. That's it, Don.
Okay. Chrissy, are you looking at a move? Are you looking at changing? Are you looking at moving maybe even moving out of state? Are you looking at a change, a shift, a change? Because I'm getting the feeling like there is a change coming, a shift coming. And again, I'm feeling like a change. Either you just moved or you're going to be moving. Because I'm getting the feeling like there is a move coming for you, and this move is kind of important in because it is. I don't know. There's a lot of energy around this. I don't know if it's energy that is new, based on you needing newness, or energy that's new because it's a shift from the old. I don't know, but there's something about a move. I'm getting a move. Are you looking at changing apartments, changing a home, or actually moving again out of country, out of state? I don't know. Does any of this resonate with you? I also see with that move is, of course, new employment. But I don't think you're chasing employment. I don't think you're moving for a job. I'm getting the feeling like you're moving to move, and then the job is going to come wherever you go. You're going to get a job. But I'm getting the feeling of restless feet. I'm getting the feeling that you need something more, and you're just not sure where that more is coming from. So I would not be surprised within 3 months, in 3 months from now, that you're actually either have the plans in motion or already moved. I don't see you staying where you are. I see a move in front of you. And this move is going to be good for you. It's going to be a stimulus. It's going to create in you a feeling of taking back taking back your owning you again, owning yourself again. And the reason why I'm getting the feeling like you're moving out of the area that you're in, because I'm getting the feeling like you want to recreate yourself, that you want to become somebody new. And so by being someplace else where people don't know you, you can become this new person that you want to make yourself out to be. And therefore you can start not anew, but you can start with a different love and a different respect for yourself, something that's more true to what you are. Because again, what you feel you've really changed yourself for other people. You've really morphed yourself, and this isn't the person that you want to be. You're not comfortable with you right now. Does any of this resonate with you? I hope it does. What do you have?
I'm not really a cards person, but Spirit really told me to go to the cards, and so the first thing I got was that Three of Cups, that celebration card. So, is where you're moving like a friend is like, hey, come here. Like when I first moved here, I worked at a shelter, and there was a guy that lived in a shelter. And he said you can come. Like we were from the Midwest, and the Midwest is kind of there's a different lifestyle expectation there as far as like money. Like people really live sometimes well above their means, like they want designer stuff. And then here it didn't seem to be that much. Like we were just having this discussion about our kids. Like if we were in Michigan, they would want all the name brand stuff, and here they're just kind of like, oh, whatever, is what it is. So I feel like somebody is asking you to come move. Like I feel like to come be there, like Don is saying. But then I feel like, have you been getting like I while Don was talking, I felt like you started to get compliments from people saying, hey, or like people acknowledging you or telling you're pretty or something that you're doing, and it gave you a new confidence in you, and that's that Empress energy. And then that Seven of Wands came up, and it's that rise above that Don is talking about. Like, oh, I recognize who I am. I am this, I am that. Like I feel like you didn't have so much confidence or so much self-esteem, and so you're getting to that, and then that Five of Cups that I see, that's seeing the three cups that are empty instead of the two that are still available. So you're thinking, I don't have kids, I don't have the job I want, I don't have the love that I want if I go here, but you don't see the two good things or the positive things that you do have. So concentrate more on the positive for one. That's what that is telling me. And then that Ace of Pentacles is coming, and the Knight of Pentacles, that's money. So definitely a job. I don't know if you're looking, but there is money that is coming for you. And that Knight here is the slowest moving Knight of them all. Let me tell you, he is not my friend. But I feel like it's also kind of like a Knight coming in a romantic way. Like this is that new opportunity created through like Don said, like a career or a job or something like that. And then this person comes along eventually when you're settled, when you're as you progress mentally in that situation. Like I feel like you really are hard on yourself, or you really don't think that you are as pretty or as great or as whatever you are. Like you really have been working on trying to be positive with yourself. And now you're kind of like maybe a couple people have said, oh, you look pretty today, or oh, hey, like I spoke to you. You're kind of like, oh, yeah, I am kind of blah, blah, blah. Or you're looking at yourself differently in the mirror. So you're actually making that turn. And that's all I got.
Okay. Well, hopefully that helped you. Hopefully you got the information from there. Again, I see a transition is going to be what's needed to help you kind of get back your mojo, for lack of a better way to put it. That's kind of how I see it. Next, we have um, Carmela. I'm sorry, Carmela.
Oh, okay. I remember Miss Carmela.
Carmela General wants a general reading. After Carmela is Jada Lewis, then Meg White, and then Charlie Atwood, and a few others after that. But those are the next three in the lineup.
Um, I feel like Carmela wanted to ask a question about career. That is immediately what I heard. You said general, but you kind of want to know about career, like where it's going, what it's going to happen. Because my focus is all career. I can see the word career, career, career. Um, I don't feel like you've been very focused on your career. Or like whatever job you're doing, you're just doing it. It's not your passion. It's not exactly what you really want to do. It's just it pays the bills, sort of, kind of. And there is going to be a new career focus coming towards you. I do hear one, two. I hear months. I'm trying to get the number correct, but in a few months, this I see summer, I see seasons change. So I say 3 to 6 months, there is going to be a focus forward on career and make it a new career opportunity. That's what I'm getting, that it's mostly career and that you will be focused forward on your career. And it's just going to be like you know what, I could be doing something that I love, or you're just going to get an inspiration that seems out of nowhere, but not really out of nowhere, kind of dropped in and say, hey, it's time for you to transition and to be, and this is their word, not mine, adult. And that's all I'm getting.
Okay.
No, you're not currently looking for a job. It'll be your focus forward soon. Like you're content in where you are, but that'll be the focus forward. Like I see it, 3 to 6 months, that'll be a focus forward. And it'll just be you waking up one day being like, you know what, I could be doing something else. And it'll be your focus forward. Like I said, this is their word, not mine. Adult. Be adult.
Okay. Carmela, have you? I'm getting the feeling like your mother has passed over. Did your mother pass over? Is your mother? I'm seeing your mother with brownish hair, kind of a little bit elongated face, pronounced nose, thin lips but wide. Does this resonate with you? Or is this person your mother? She says no.
No, the no was to me about the job. She
Okay.
said she's not looking for a job. No, you're not now, but you will be.
Okay.
She said her mother had red hair. That is correct.
Okay. But she's passed over, right? She's passed over because she's here. If this is, I'm almost certain this entity is your mother. She's that energy. Did she wear glasses? Did your mother wear glasses? Because I'm seeing glasses on, glasses off, glasses on, glasses off. Did your mother? I'm just going to go forward because waiting for responses will slow my mojo down. So, Carmela, your mother is here. Your mother is visiting with me, and your mother is. It's interesting. I'm getting the feeling like I don't know. It's interesting because your mother. Hmm, uh, Carmela, let me ask another personal question. Carmela, can I get personal? Can we go in a little space personal, or are you preferring us to stay just very general? Because your mom's taking me someplace and I don't know how to go there without getting a little personal. Are you comfortable with delving a little bit, or are you, you tell me.
You said yes.
Okay. Carmela, your mom is showing me a child. Your mom is showing me that she's with a child there. And I'm getting the feeling like this is a child you lost. Did you lose a child? Did you have, were you pregnant and then it didn't come to full term, something like that? I'm getting the feeling that there's a child that you had and lost. Again, it didn't have to come to full term, but again, it was still your child. And I'm seeing your mom with that child. Or she lost a child very young, but I'm not getting that impression. I'm not getting the impression it's her child. I'm getting the impression it's your child. Did you lose a child? Did you have, did you have a what do you call it, a miscarriage, or something else? I mean, and you can, whatever, but
Decide that you don't want to go forward if you don't
exactly,
want.
yeah. But I'm getting the feeling like, again, you had a miscarriage or something, and your mom is with that child, and your mom is coming in because she wants.
Her daughter passed away in 2020.
Okay, that makes sense, because mom's here with her, and your mom is wanting. It came through specifically and showed me this child. She wanted me to know that this child was here. She'd make it very obvious, and I think she wants you to know that your baby is watched. Your daughter is being watched over. Your daughter is here. Mom is there with her. Mom has taken care of her, protecting her, and mom will be there until you come to visit with them. So know that your mother is bringing the message forward that your baby girl is safe and protected and loved, and that she's all that you thought she would be. So when they're just waiting for you to come, when time comes, this is not the time. Don't get me wrong. Don't go there. Don't speed up the process. That's not why I'm telling you this. What I'm telling you is know that the baby, your mother was there for her, and as the mother was there for you, she was there for your baby, and she's taking care of the baby until you come. So I just wanted to get that through. That came through strongly, and I needed to say that. I don't think I'm going to do a reading because it's kind of emotional right now. So I'm going to just kind of sit here and compose. But this is the wonder. Your mother was wonderful. The loving energy is just amazing. I'm flabbergasted. So Angie, discuss.
And they're telling me to reiterate 3 to 6 months. You'll be on a completely different path. You'll be like you're saying, no, I'm not looking for a job. It's not anything. In 3 to 6 months, you will be. Literally 3 to 6 months, you will be completely doing something different or pursuing something different, and you will. Keena said, Don, tell her if she wants more to email you or to contact you if she wants a fuller reading on what you were just giving her with her mom and the baby. Yeah. But also, there is going to be a change. There is going to be a transition. It is going to be career, and it will be this year. They are clear that it will be this year, and it will be 3 to 6 months. And something significant will happen in 2023. I see the words marriage. So if you're not married, 2023 seems to be when that will happen. Like I see 2023, but this 3 to 6 months is a career thing. So a lot of your stuff is moving, is further into the future. And that's all I have.
What Carmela, if I can revisit one more thing. What's up with an eagle? What's up with the eagle? Why am I being drawn to an eagle? What's up with the bird with the eagle? The eagle is what connection is the eagle with you? How is that connecting to you? I'm getting a very strong eagle energy. I'm getting wings. I'm getting flight. I'm getting soaring. Have you felt hemmed in? Have you felt like you've been locked in, like you haven't been able to break free from something? Because I'm feeling like I'm feeling like this. The wings, the wingspan is big, and it's opening up, and it's flying. And this bird is a symbol or something. But there's something about the eagle specifically that's important to you. And I don't know if it's a mindset or what. But
Her
there's
her ex-boyfriend's name is Eagle Bear.
folks. I'm telling you,
And as she said that, I see Six of Cups. Are you missing this person? Are you reminiscing about this person? This isn't the person you're going to marry. They are clearly telling me that's not the person you're going to marry. But 2023 does seem to be, if you're not married, then you'll meet the person that you're going to marry. But I see the word marry or marriage, and yeah, good stuff is definitely coming for you, Miss Carmela.
Okay, I'm going to leave it at that. Carmela, I think we've had a heck of a read. Lord have mercy. With that said, let's move on. Hopefully, it helped you, Carmela. Hopefully, it gave you some information and some just some information. It's like I just said that. Anyway, Jada
She
Lewis.
said her husband passed away in 2020. You had a rough 2020.
So the husband and the kid,
The husband
child,
and the child passed away in 2020.
in an accident, or I mean, it was like together, or what? What
Was
happened?
it like, were these separate incidents? Like, because I felt like you've had like 2021, you were, and I got the energy that 2021 you were in a lot of sorrow from all of your loss, and that this is like this forward. She said yes, together. Yes, they did pass away together. Or okay, so I felt like 2021 was a lot of, you're just laying in your grief. And okay, so that's what the adult was. It's time for you to step back into 5 months apart. No, they weren't together. They passed 5 months apart. Okay, so 2021, you seem to have been in a lot of grief. Like you kind of seem like you may have been vegged out or checked out, and that now it's time, like they're saying, about to be an adult, time to be adult again, like, and go back to who you are, or who you are capable of being. And then these things are coming because you've been in this grief. You've been, and nobody can put a time limit on your grief. So you've been in this grief, and now you're facing forward. These things are starting to happen for you. Like, they're showing me a rainbow. So all of that sadness, it seems heavy. It's coming out. I see that rainbow clearly, and you are moving forward. And so you are about to get some joy from all
And
of this
I do
grief.
believe are again about the are the essence of spreading out, getting back, like getting opening up again and coming back to life. Coming back to owning the power.
As you talked about the eagles, for me, they scope out. They can see far ahead, so they scope out. So I feel like this eagle, for me, as you were saying it, is scoping out ahead of before her. Like, they can see ahead of. They can see what's going to happen. So that's why all of this seems so far in the future. But I do feel like you're going to come back, and you're going to be like, oh my gosh, remember when you said, and it'll be, but right now you just don't see it. You're like, I'm not even looking for that. I'm not even trying to see that. None of that, but it's all coming.
Super. Next is general reading. Hope that helped you. And next is Jada Lewis, general reading.
I got mixed feelings on this. For one, that's my last name. But for two, I had a friend named Jada. And she passed at a young age from sickle cell. Do you have some medical issue? Because I don't understand why they would bring her up. Do you have a serious medical issue? Go ahead, Don. I'm going to keep on. Like, I'm trying to figure out why they brought her up. I feel a lot of emotion. She says, no, she don't. Okay. So then that's not it. but I see the Six of Swords, so that's where you're transitioning. You're in a boat and you're transitioning to another place, like to a better, like from chaos to calm. Like the waters over here seems, or this situation over here seems to be a little bit turbulent. It doesn't have to be like out of control, but it does seem to be a little bit turbulent. And the word they're using is drama. And you're transitioning, or you're moving, or you have the desire to move to this new place, and you're kind of starting anew, because this person in the six, they are leaving and they have nothing. They're taking nothing with them. They're just moving on and they're just going forward. So I feel like you are transitioning to something new, like you're moving to something new, from a chaos to a calm. And I don't know if that's job or family, but I definitely see a transition to something from this place to another place. And I feel like it's travel. You're using a boat and water, so it's emotion. So you're like, I feel like it's a distance that you're going to be relocating to.
Jada, have you? I'm getting the feeling. Have you lost somebody recently? Maybe a male figure, a father or brother. Um, I'm talking very recent. Have you lost somebody recently? Because and again, I'm getting a male figure, a male. Again, it's either again a father or brother. I don't think uncle. I'm not getting grandfather. I'm getting again mostly brother energy. Have you lost somebody recently? Um, I think she said no. I don't know, which means is that for you?
She said, no, I don't have the serious disease. So
Okay.
now I'm like,
Okay. I'm just, yeah, well, I'll continue on. Um, I'm just, again, I'm getting this, I'm like this, I'm getting the feeling like she lost a brother, she lost somebody recently, and
and did they have an illness,
no car accident,
car accident?
or at least the person that I'm feeling, they were in a car accident. Um, Good Lord. It's hard to go on without knowing because it's like, am I picking up the right person? Am I picking up the right energy? Lord have mercy. No, I haven't lost somebody, but my father has a big operation on his bowels and is nearly died, and Doctor during him. Yeah, I don't know that. I mean, yeah, that's where that's in metaphysical world. That's kind of where you try to find a person to fit the situation. And no, that's not the person I'm getting. I'm not. I was getting something very different, and that was not the energy. I was getting a no, I was getting a loss of a brother. If you do you have a brother, and do you have a my question is this: if you have a brother, I would make a phone call and I would have a conversation with the brother, because I'm getting the feeling of a car accident, and I'm getting the feeling of a not so good outcome in a car accident.
She does have a brother. She says, yes, I do.
Yeah, if I were you, I'd be on the phone. I'd be making some phone calls because I'm getting serious, and that's why I said it's very recent because it could be that it's coming. I would suggest that you have a conversation and ask them about, just mention about the driving and mention about this crazy person online that was talking and had already had them in a coffin. So maybe they'll make the connection that maybe something is coming that they don't want to happen, and they'll drive more carefully. I'm telling you that this is a very strong energy, and it's a brother car accident energy that is so strong, and I usually don't get this strong. But it's interesting because I don't know if the portal's been opened because of the mom or the full moon, because the lady who was standing here with her daughter was very obvious there. This person is very obvious here, and he was in a car accident. So please make a phone call, make me happy, and just let them know that, hey, just drive a little carefully for a while because I'm really getting a strong energy, and I hope.
Jada, because I see that you're on Facebook, and I really, there is a connection between that, Jada, my friend, and this situation. I want to meditate on it some more. Is it okay if I message you if I get some more information? Like, I feel like there's something there, but maybe it's not supposed to be shared publicly. So is it okay? And I see that you seem to be on Don's live because it doesn't say paired. So you are on Don's Facebook live. or Sonoran Mystic Tarot on Facebook Live, is it okay that I message you if I get more information about it? Because I just feel like maybe it's not supposed to be shared. She said, yes, that's okay. Say, I don't know what it is. Like, I feel like I need to medicate, not medicate, maybe I do. Meditate on it a little bit more because I know there's a significant connection as to why that person came up. Because I've seen a Jada in there before and she never came up. So specifically, this person she came up, and so I'm going to consult a little bit more offline, and then if I get any more information, I will definitely message you through Facebook and let you know what information I got, or see if you want to talk one-on-one.
So was that a Freudian, Angie?
Dedicated. I really wanted to have wine, but after wearing that waist body contraption, it took all my moisture out, and all I can drink is water. Jesus
That is hilarious. Lord have mercy. Well, hopefully, Jada, we've given you something to think about and something to act on. Who knows? But if you could let this crazy person here have a little relief just by making a phone call, I would be happy. Again, just asking your brothers to drive a little carefully over the next few weeks or something, because I'm getting some really strong energy and I don't like that energy, and I've experienced that energy before, and I don't want to have the result of what has happened in the past. So make that phone call for me. I would appreciate it. And blame it on me. Tell him I saw this crazy guy online and I just needed to make the call. He wouldn't listen. So, I'll take all responsibility
It's
for
in
the call.
2 hours and 45 minutes if he wants to come in and see what we were saying. So come back to about 2 hours and 40 minutes and he can see what we were saying.
Absolutely. Because as soon as this is done, it goes immediately. The recording stays on these websites. So it's on YouTube.
Your brother doesn't have to be the driver. I think you're really deeply set in the now, and we're seeing future forward. So that's one of the things, like we want, like, if Don is saying that there is an awareness that he wants you to communicate to this person, it won't hurt to be like, hey, be careful while you're out.
Or be careful who you're driving with or who's driving you. The point is car accident, brother,
Listen,
car accident.
Sherry Berry that is on here, she drives like a maniac. Been in the car with her, double strap your seatbelt. So I'm just saying, be careful.
So no driving with Sherry Berry.
Be careful who you're in the car with, because she knows I still love her.
Next, and now that she's gotten herself in trouble, I'm going to get Angie out of this trouble by moving on to Meg White and a general reading. Meg, it's good to see you pop in.
Hey.
Wonderful to see you pop in.
She said general. Why do you all keep saying general? Like, I know you all have specific questions. Or is your life just that great? You just want to know if we see sunshine and lollipops?
Or sunshine and dream catchers.
I feel like you're expanding your metaphysical, like you're getting much stronger, like you're getting more and more and more, not even like you're practicing or doing whatever. I feel like it's getting stronger, definitely. I feel like there's a conflict between what you do in reality for career and what you desire to do that makes you happy. You are a person who likes to heal, who likes to help, who likes to comfort. You seem like very empathic. That's the kind of feel I get. You do have a fire. I do see that fire, because you're like, wait a minute. Like, I know the fire. You do have that fire that, like, if somebody was being mistreated, I feel like you would step in and be like, no, that's not right. So I definitely feel like your journey, like you're conflicted between what pays the bills and what I really truly think my soul purpose is. You are very, like, your crafting is very unique. There's an energy that you put into it that is received by the person that you give it to. So I do see you expanding, but I feel that conflict. They're showing me the Five of Wands, and usually the Five of Wands for me is collaboration, but in your case it's conflict, but it's a mental conflict between yourself, and not even like, it's not showing me the Two of Swords because you know all the information. It's not the Two of Coins where you're balancing your resources and have a decision to make. It's literally a mental conflict that you're having about what you want to do moving forward. And so you're trying to get the momentum on how to get your passion moving forward versus what you do. Like, it's not that you hate, and I don't even feel like you hate your current job, but if there was a best case scenario, and in a perfect world, your passion would be this healing, metaphysical, woo woo, as we say, stuff. Like, that's where you would go. That's how I feel like it would be. And so you're just kind of having that conflict. But Don, you can go ahead.
Before I do, Sherry, did she nail it? Did you drive like crazy, or did she nail something else? Because Sherry says she nailed it. I'm wondering if it's the driving like crazy part. Anyway, I couldn't help but respond to that.
Or is she talking about I nailed it for Meg, because she know Meg too. So Meg said yes to everything I said. Yes. And so she said that I nailed it on the Meg part, that fire, but that passion, that empath, that wanting, that desire is going, like, they're showing me the scales of justice, and that desire, that help is going to rise higher than what you do. And so eventually you'll completely leave out of that. But I feel like even in what you do now, like, you're a kind word, like you know exactly what to say to somebody to make them feel better. You know, like, even in what you do now, I feel like you do it, and it's practice, but it's second nature to you. It's not something that you're even actively trying to do. And so I feel like the scales are going to rise higher for your passion that you want to do, and you'll eventually leave what you currently do, and you will make very good money in what you enjoy doing, but not in the way that you're doing it now. Like, this is the startup. This is getting you to there. You are going to go well beyond that. Like, I see like a person laid out on I want to say like massage table or something, and you literally doing healing, like laying hands and healing in that way. And then also like giving a piece of art, like you have multiple things that you can do. Like, I literally feel the healing. Like I feel the electricity going through me. Like, I feel there's a healing that is going to you. So I see the person. So that is one of the things you're going to do. But then your art is also going to be some of the things you do. Like, I see like a little hippie shop that you own, and you do all these little things. Like, your artwork is displayed, and then you also do these healing things. Like, I see all of that. And it doesn't seem far future. It doesn't seem like it's very far. It seems to be a lot closer than you think. That's it.
Well, I did the tarot. I consulted tarot, and what I'm seeing here is something you've already been working on something for a while. You planted the seed. You've already seen some benefit from it. You're soon getting news that's going to take you to a whole different level with what you're doing, and it's going to open up the world to you. The world is kind of ready for you, and you're going to be ready for it, which is a wonderful thing. And it's interesting because, again, it's the fascinating thing is you're looking for stability, and stability is there, but all of a sudden, again, the universe is going to give you a gift. It's going to deliver something. And it's going to help make things. It's going to give, like, open a door, open a portal, start making things smoother and easier for you. Because, again, you've had conflict, you've had frustration. Angie actually called this card out when she was talking earlier about it, and so that came out. Of course, you're going to be moving forward in victory. This card is two meanings, victory or moving forward. In this case, it's both. Because, again, you're having victory over that stall, over that stumbling block, over what it was that was holding you back. And now you're moving forward. And the best part is, again, with the Magician card, you can make magic happen. You can take control of something. it's just you and your mind, and you have to let your mind run, let your mind be free, open it up and let it go, because as if you can believe it, you can achieve it. I believe strongly, and that's what the magician is saying. And be prepared for change. Be prepared for change, because nothing is a straight line. Do not be surprised, no matter what plans you put in place and no matter how well you plan. Don't be surprised that you're going to be that things will change. It's not, again, it's no straight line, no straight line. So keep that in mind, and that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing again something coming. Something's going to shake things up a little bit. Something that's going to help you break that block, and something's going to help you move forward. And that forward progress is going to open up doors and windows in your mind, and is going to take you to where you need to be, and it's going to help you to get the stability you're looking for, but at the same time to get you to a new place, a new space, a new headspace, a new way of seeing and thinking and doing things. So success
Yeah,
right
she
around the
says
corner.
she always gets the magician card. She believes she holds herself back, and this is confirmation. Okay, so this is what I heard. 5 years you'll be at your maximum, like your peak. You'll be at the top of your game. But along that way, like within the next year, your life will look totally different than it is now. Like it's that healing, that desire in you is going to compel you to push forward. And so I feel like you're very logical. Like, look, this pays the bill. This is fun. Until this pays the bills, then this is where I'm going to stay. You're very logical, but you're also passionate. So that's a conflict. It's your inner conflict, but you're going to move forward. Like you're going to be compelled, and so you're going to make that move that you need to make in order to do it, and it won't cause any financial strain on you. Because I know that's always an issue. Like, okay, if I'm going to leave what's solid to do something that's within my purpose, am I going to be sustained? And I'm clearly hearing yes. You have a male guide that is trying to get to you too. Um, Seems to be an older gentleman with a white beard or something, but there is a male guy that is trying to reach you. I don't know if you're ignoring this person or if you have not connected, or maybe you have, but there is a male guide that is trying to get to you, who is like he's going to take you into that next phase of whatever you need to do. So there is a male guide. So whatever you do for meditation, just ask him to reveal himself, or ask him how you need to connect. So there is a male guy, and it's an older gentleman. He seems to be very wise. um there's these cards. It's something about ancestors. I'll find the cards, and then I'll send it to you. That there's a wise man on there, and he has white hair and white beard, and this is kind of the guy. But you have a guy that is trying to contact you, and it is a male. It is an older gentleman, a wise gentleman, who will lead you into that next phase. And I hear the word shaman, so he's like a spiritual shaman on the other side, and he will lead you into that next phase to what you need, because you have it in you. You just need to move it forward. She says she has felt a male presence from her guides. They are new and I'm unfamiliar with them. Yes, you need to ask, you need to talk to them, him, because they're not saying them, they're saying him specifically. This is one person that I am seeing, and you definitely need to connect with this person and just speak out to him, like, what is your name? Whatever it is, however you need to talk to that person. But he is definitely there, and he's patient, but in a minute he's gonna like start pushing in the back. So yes, connect to your male guide. And that's all I have.
Super. Hopefully it helps you. And hopefully, Meg, you got some information out of that will leave you in good stead, or hold you in good stead. With that said, let's move on. And our next reading is, as I try to get this darn computer to be friendly, general reading. This one is for Chally Atwood.
Oh, okay. Hmm. I'm not getting a good connection with Chally. Like, I'm not getting anything psychically. I again feel like there was a question that needed to be asked that was not asked. Um, I feel like everybody's just saying general, and we're used to you being very specific, like when is blah blah blah. Like I feel like a lot of people aren't giving they're not being specific. Like I feel like there is a subject or like a topic that you had a question on.
Mm-hmm.
Um, were you recently at a riverbank or like looking over out into some water? I see you kind of just being serene, sitting like on a beach or on a dock or somewhere on a near water. I really feel um you're gosh, you're sitting out looking over, kind of thinking, kind of like this, sitting there just thinking, but and you seem to be alone. You don't seem to be anybody, nobody's sitting with you at the time. Or when I'm seeing you, it seems to be getting dark. I don't necessarily think this is a beach. It feels like a dock or some kind of water area, or you're in an emotional state. The water to me is emotional. So if you were not there, you are in deep emotion, like you have some emotional thoughts that you're processing through. um I'm not getting much more than that. Like I literally see, or is it a man sitting at the river? Go ahead, Don.
Charlie, are you in the metaphysical realm? I'm getting this feeling of you already doing metaphysical stuff yourself. Are you? I'm getting the feeling like you. I don't know if you're psychic or you read cards or something. Um, but I get a feeling like you're in the metaphysical itself. Are you still here, Charlie? Are you can
She
you
is, because she said she was not by the river, or
okay.
she was not by water.
Okay. I'm getting the feeling again. I'm getting the feeling like you're involved in metaphysical, or you're. It's like a more again. I'm like more psychic mediumship than tarot. I think that's your strong suit. I'm getting the feeling that you're trying to explore it more. You're looking for direction. You're looking for understanding of how it evolves and how what you should expect as it evolves. Um, I'm sensing that. Oh yeah,
She
she's
said
psychic.
yes, she is psychic. Okay.
Yeah, because I was getting that, and definitely that's your stronger suit. But you also are medium. You're also a medium, or you're getting ready to come into your mediumship. So don't be surprised if you start experiencing that as well. Um,
I felt like something is blocking. There's a block. Like the energy flow doesn't seem to be open. Like I feel like there's a block.
yeah,
Like either you're guarded or you're trying to see or test and see what we're made of. Like I
yeah.
feel
It's
like
like
an energy block. Like like everybody, it seems to be a freely open thing, and this seems to be like a block where you're like, I'm not gonna. The energy is not flowing where we can read it. So I like everybody else tonight. It's been like boom, 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 and I feel a block. Like there's a block, but it's a purposeful block to see what we're made of.
yeah, because it is. You're having to find the material and information because it took me a while to connect to the psychic stuff and again to understand that, and sometimes it happens subconsciously. Charlie, it's not a surprise because sometimes there is sometimes we do want readings or something, and at the same time we don't. It's like we want something and then we don't really want it, but we say we want it. or we hope that we get it, and then we're like not sure we want it when we get it. That kind of stuff. To me, though, I think your question is, I'm kind of getting a feeling. Again, I don't know. This is what I'm sensing. I'm sensing that you are focused on what it is that you are, where it is you're going to go with this. What is it that this? What is the benefit of doing what you're doing? And that is, should you develop as you develop your skill set. And I'm telling you that again, the mediumship is where you're headed to. The mediumship, you're going to be excelling in mediumship. I see that you have a connection already. You have some energy around you. You're not somebody who will. I don't see you initially being someone who will have the gift of seeing dead people specifically, but you're going to be definitely cognizant. You're going to pick it up and you're going to know that it's coming to you. You're also going to hear things and you're going to feel things. You are empathic already. I think I'd be surprised if you told me you weren't, because I will tell you, you are empathic and you do take energy. It's interesting because I'm wondering, did you, and you don't have to answer this, but I'm going to throw it out there anyway. Did you at one point have some eating disorder and a situation where you were having some problems with food, whether it's eating and then um, throwing up afterwards, or not eating because eating was a fear to you, maybe a body image thing, or I don't know. I don't think it's not your body is bad or anything. I'm just saying that there's something about, I'm getting this eating disorder thing, and I'm getting that there's it's kind of like part of the fragile quilt that kind of created your situation. And I don't know. Uh, let's see. I am a medium. Yes, I haven't fully tapped into it. I can see them if I want, but don't. Yes, very empathic. Absolutely, I see the empathic part. Yeah, I see. I sense that. Unfortunately, I also sense that you, with the empathic stuff, is that you still are having problems tweaking it so where you can control what you take in and what you don't take in, and that's part of the process itself. Um, but yeah, the rest, I don't know. I'm just not getting a whole bunch of other strange things that should be popping up. I'm just getting the feeling like, again, that you're expanding your path is lightening up. You are expanding your talents. Again, you're moving into the mediumship. The empathic stuff is there. It's been there. The empathic stuff is not new though. That's not new for you. You've had that for a while. And actually, I wouldn't be surprised if your empathic stuff is what brought you to the psychic stuff, because you had the empathic stuff and you were dealing with all that empathic energy, and then all of a sudden you felt the psychic stuff come through. So she says, it was about control with the food, still is. Yeah, okay. I was getting that. Yeah, okay, super. Well, the good part is this is going to help you with that. This is going to help you with that the ability to focus and control and to deal with the the food orders. And I guess that's why they threw that out to me, is to kind of make that connection. Go ahead, Angie.
This is what I saw when I said sitting at the near the water. This is what I saw, like this, but it was the male it was the male. So are you also dating someone who is metaphysical, like this? Because this is a true pair. I saw this stance, but it was more this person. So this is what I was seeing when I said, oh, by the river with your hand on her. That's what I saw. But then it seemed to be more this person that was sitting there. So are you dating someone who is also metaphysical? Like, that's a true pair to me. That's a true set of people coming together. Um, yeah, that's all I see, is that person sitting there. Like, it seems very calculated. I'm not getting a lot of energy either way for you. Um, yeah, very, like, I feel a block. So I don't know. Oh, see. Thinking a lot. Swords, thinking in your mind, in your head, emotional. That's what I see. The sitting by the water, the tearful. I see tears. I see crying. I see you are very controlled. You are very much like you don't want to lose control. So you are very rigid. You are very strict on how things. There's an order to way things have to be for you. So you seem to be very calculated, very rigid, very orderly about what you do and what emotions you show, what information you let out. You seem to be very, very controlled and strict on the amount of information that you let out and the way you communicate with others. I don't know if you've seen that. What's that movie that had Roseanne Barr in it? She was it She Devil,
She
and
devil.
the little nurse lady that worked there at the home that she went to. She was very rigid. She was very strict, and she was very, it has to be this way. It has to be that way. That's the kind of personality that I get. But she eventually softened into somebody else. But it was somebody. It was a friend, Roseanne Barr, who started working there, who challenged her and pushed her, and then she was less rigid, and they became friends. So I feel like there's going to be somebody who's going to push you, who's going to challenge you, and going to help you come into that person. Because I specifically saw that lady in that She Devil movie, how rigid she was. It has to be like this and it has to be like that. And Roseanne Barr challenged her and was like, no, blah, blah, blah. And, made her have a little fun and made her kind of step out of who she was and see the world a different way. And so there is a friend that is coming. It may not be a boyfriend, but there is a friend, and it feels more of a female energy to me that is coming, that is going to push you, that is going to challenge you, not even push you, challenge you, and then you're going to open up just a bit and you'll see the world a little bit different. So if you've never seen She Devil, it's a good movie. You should probably watch it, and you'll understand what I'm saying about the rigidness, and then this person challenging you and helping you to open up and just kind of enjoy the world.
Yeah, I would add one thing further, and that is that if you are single and you are depressed, but at the same time, I would suggest that you do not do yourself a service. I'll put it this way: do yourself a service. You have some healing to do. You have some correcting to do. You have some work to do, inner work. This is not a time to worry about what other people think about you, or what relationship you should be in, or whom should be around you. You should be looking at, how am I going to be the better me, raising myself to a higher level, a higher self. How do I find that person? How do I get to that person? Connect to that person. That person is important, because if you are a person who has all of this baggage and you bring that baggage into a relationship, that's doomed to fail. And you don't want to leave your baggage sitting at somebody else's doorstep. So this is a time, again, this is that as you're developing, as you're growing in this is also a time to take the time and heal yourself and work through your issues. What I would suggest to you is look for a meditation specifically to line your chakras, because your chakras are out of balance. That's quite obvious, and I can feel it, I can sense it, I can tell it. And I'm talking somewhere around the Kundalini chakra, that area, up through to the I forget what you call them. Anyway, I'm not good with the chakras. I don't know them as well as I should, and I don't really care about them in the sense of what they do. I can tell you that yours are out of alignment. I can sense this. I can see this. And so what I'm suggesting to you is find online a meditation on YouTube, on wherever you can find it, and do these guided meditations to help you line your chakras up. Because right now you are out of alignment and there's some other stuff going on. But if you can get your chakras in alignment, that'll take you a long way to starting to overcome some of these other issues. The first and most important thing is self-care. Take care of yourself, get yourself in a good place, and then you'll be open to a relationship, and that relationship will have a better opportunity to grow and to thrive because you are in a healthier space. That's about the full extent of it. So with that said, hopefully that helped you. Hopefully, Charlie, that you'll find something there. And with that said, the next person, it looks like Lee is not here, so we're going to pass over. That was a love reading. and I don't know what that would mean. So we're going to pass over Lee because we can't bounce ideas off of him. So we're going to Lydia Jasso, and it's another general reading. It is
One second before we get to Lydia.
yes.
Callie, because I wasn't gonna say it, but they said, and you're on YouTube, you're not on Facebook, but Meg, who is in this chat, Meg White, they're saying connect with her on the chakra thing. And I don't know why, but I'm clearly hearing connect with Meg on the chakra thing. Even if it's just information that she has, or look at her artwork, that may also help you. But she's very inspirational in that. But Meg, who is in here, she's on my Facebook, and you seem to be on Don's YouTube. But Meg, who is in here, they're telling me to tell you to connect with her on that chakra thing.
Meg, if you're still here and you're comfortable with sharing your contact information, you may want to put that out there so that Charlie may reach out to you and connect. And Meg is also very talented with her psychic skills and other stuff too. So Meg is definitely deep in our metaphysical community, and we adore her. She's skilled. So you will even just connecting with her, Charlie, you will benefit. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So Meg, if you're still out there and if you're comfortable, put out how Charlie can reach out to you and connect to you.
Her name, okay, Callie, it's Chaley, and you can just if you, and I don't even know how to say this because I didn't know. I was gonna say give an email, but you don't really want to put your email out there. Callie, can you email me some kind of contact information and I'll get it to Meg because I see Meg all the time. So email me at a5says@gmail.com. Kina, can you put my email in the chat? And then Callie, or is it Callie or Charlie? I feel like we're saying Charlie, but it's supposed to be Callie. So email me and I'll get it to Meg, and then Meg will contact you. Meg seems to be that gentle soul that will help you. I feel like Meg will have a understanding that maybe that's my email right there. Email that right there and give me whatever way you want Meg to contact you, and I'll get it to her, and then she'll contact you. Her name is Meg White. Okay. Thank you. See, Sherry's even agreeing. She is that gentle soul that you'll need, and she will understand you on the level that maybe I am not or Don is not. But I feel like she'll be able to talk you to that next level.
Yep. Super. So
and next, she said it's Shaylee. Shaylee. Okay. Got it. Sorry. But please come back. Shaylee, just even if sometimes I'll go on lives just to absorb the energy, the positivity of it. So you don't always have to ask a question. Sometimes I just like to, absorb the positivity of it. So come back. And that's it. Sorry.
So next is Lydia Jasso.
Lydia is a long time friend. We met in 2010. We used to work together. Wow, she wants a general reading. Really, Lydia? You can go ahead and start, Don, because I'm getting a whole bunch of information. So let me
go for it. Go for it.
And just because I know Lydia, I know that she lost the love of her life. She is very, I feel like she's going to tear up in a minute as I talk about him. She is very much missing him. It's been years, but she still misses him because she feels like he was the love of her. He put a light in her, and I don't even know the full extent of their relationship, just what I've seen as she's posted, but she is very much he put a light in her at a time when she needed it. And so I don't feel like their love was very long lived, but she is very much so missing him and wondering if she'll ever experience a love like that. You won't experience a love like that, but you'll experience the next, your next phase of love. It won't be that love because that was the love you needed at that time. I feel like he is okay. Like you're wondering, can you move on? Because you are very much still connected to his family. You can move forward with someone else, and you will find this love. Um, I hear it within the next year. So you have, like, I feel like this is mentally getting you on that road because you can't even see it. Like, this is you, and love is outside here. And so you can't even fathom a love that would be anything close to that. It's not going to be that love because that's what you needed at that time. The love that you're going to get coming up is the love that you need for the future time. Um, and so you are going to get that. Your career, gosh, there's so many things coming so fast. Career, you feel like it's moving a little bit slower than it needs to. You're like, what do I need to do? What do I need to do? How do I get it to move forward? I feel like you're kind of under someone's umbrella, like and you don't recognize how exactly talented you are. Like, you could be doing more than you are doing in the world that you are or in your career, but it is going to peak up. Like, all these things are going to happen in order. Your career will be before the love, definitely, because you want to be a little bit more established. There are things like I see that you have planned. I want to do this. I want to do that. You're worried about your daughters' college fund and money and this and that. So I see you like progressing, but the person that you're under, you need to come just a little bit out of their shadow and move forward. You are a lot more talented at this career that you are doing than you think. You've worked very hard. You've accomplished a lot. I see you posting your accolades, and I'm always so happy. I'm always so, joyful of everything that you're doing. So I know that it's coming. Like I said, the love it within the next year. So this is coming before that. So you need to ride this wave that's going on with the housing market. You really put it out there more. Put it out there more. The business part of it. And I don't know if there's any kind of restrictions on it, but you're in somebody's shadow career wise, and you literally can make it on your own. And are you thinking about leaving the place that you are? Like, there seems to be a loyalty conflict. Like, I know I could, but this is where I got all of this from. So you could move on, but there's a loyalty that's keeping you from moving on. And that's all I have for now. So go ahead, Dan.
Well, it's interesting. I'm getting I'm getting something about real estate. Are you a realtor? Do you sell real estate? Because I'm getting real estate.
That's why I said the housing. Yeah, she's a realtor.
Oh, okay. I was getting real estate, and I'm getting You are here in Arizona, but you're not in Phoenix. You're not here.
Tucson.
Tucson. Well, don't help me, Angie.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Lord have mercy. Yeah, because I was thinking distance away. I was thinking south, so I was thinking Tucson. But anyway, so I'm getting that. I see that is it's interesting because I think that you haven't tapped as much of that market as you should have in this heated environment, and part of it is are you relatively new at this? Have you been at? I don't think you've been at this a long time. Are you a newer agent? Because I'm getting the feeling of a newer agent. I'm getting the feeling of but I'm also getting the feeling of again a constraint that you're kind of feeling like you're learning and growing, but you just need to make sure that you have to understand that your ideas are good ideas, and sometimes they may not be what the other people around you are doing, but sometimes that's a help to you. I'm getting the feeling that you need to step up your social media presence. That you're not using your social media presence for your job, for the real estate as much as you can. That you're not maximizing that out. I'm seeing a woman with like a rounded, kind of like not rounded, but like a kind of like a diamond shaped face, curly hair, dark. That's you. No, that's you. That's you. I'm seeing you and you have a beautiful cheekbones, like almond shaped eyes. And again, it's like a curly hair, but I'm seeing like your daughter. I'm guessing it's your daughter because I'm a younger version of you, but her hair is flat. It doesn't have curl to it. It's very straight. And I'm seeing that that relationship between the two of you is very important. It's extremely important. Um, she is. She is. She. I'm getting the sense that she's out of high school. So I don't know if she's in college. I'm getting the sense that she is. I'm getting the sense that she's studying. I'm getting something like this in the science field, something like that, something like that, or business. It's not math. It's not all the other liberal arts stuff. It's not that. Um, um, wow. I mean, there's so many places that it's interesting. You,
Isn't it a lot? Just a whole bunch of
it
information,
is.
Don? It's so much.
Yeah, and you've brought many different things together. It's like you've come from many different things, and so it's like you've not lived one kind of straightforward serial life. It's been like all these different branches, and they kind of branch off, and then you come back and then branch off, and so it's kind of crazy because you have a lot of experience in a lot of different fields, a lot of different areas. But this one you're going to do well in as long as you release yourself. You have got you're hemmed in. You feel like you don't. You again, you're taking advice from a lot of different people, but you need to make sure that you've got to be you. The you When you let yourself loose, when you let your energy out, the people are drawn to this, and you have got to understand that. You've got to understand that you are your calling card, and that's the social media platform. You need to learn how to be playful and joke and be comfortable. You're too uptight. You're too kind of concerned about what you might say. Let it out. Let it be free. The mistakes are part of human, and so when people see that, they're like, oh, they are human. They're not these kind of robots, that kind of deal. So this is what I'm getting. The daughter's going to do very well. Your daughter is set on autopilot. You don't have any worries about that. I don't sense anything there, and I think it's wonderful. I do see somebody coming into her life soon, and maybe already is there, but I'm not sure that this is the right one. I'm not sure this is going to be Mr. Right. This is going to be maybe a Mr. Right now. So don't worry. I don't think that's going to go anywhere right now. I think that her focus is education. And again, I don't even know if she's in college, but I'm getting the feeling that she is. So with that, I'm going to let you go back to Angie. What do you have, Angie?
I feel like you've given a lot of business away. Just thinking, I want to make sure all like I'm not really sure that I can fully do this alone. Like you've given a lot of business away. Like it's come in, and instead of you taking the whole lead on it, you're kind of like, okay, well, let me make sure one more time with this person because you're in the shadow of whoever this person is, and not that this person is keeping you in the shadow. You just like they're showing me a mother bird pushing this bird out of the nest. Like you're ready, you just up here you're so concerned with not like you're very concerned with not messing up anything for your future client or your future person, like, oh my gosh, what if I don't check this or I don't check that? You know everything you're supposed to do, you know it very well. Like I feel like you have a checklist. Did I check this? Did I check that? Is it this date? Is it that date? Like I see an Outlook calendar, I see all these things where you keep everything meticulously. You are ready. That is what you needed to hear. You are ready. You need to move forward. Like just step out of that shadow. You don't need to get so much advice. As Don is saying, you're getting a lot of advice from a lot of people, and it may be good for them, but you seem to have an unorthodox way of doing things. Like maybe there's a way you want to do your open house or a way you want to do your stuff that is different than is traditional. And that's okay because it will work for you. Lean into that. Do that. You are definitely going to do well on this. And I feel like you're kind of like, oh, why hasn't it picked up? Why hasn't it picked up? It's going to pick up. You just have to get out of this person's shadow. And this person, listen, and I feel like there's a loyalty. Like she taught me everything I know. And how can I, whatever? She is going to be happy for you. Like our teacher Tina, she is very happy when we move on, when we do stuff, when we open our own businesses, when we expand, because she's like, that's a little bit of me putting more energy, positive energy into the universe. So this person is not going to be upset. She's not going to think, how dare you? Like I feel like you're concerned with how she's going to react. She is going to be very supportive, and I feel like she's even told you, you got this, you do this, you can do this. And so I feel like it's shifting from more of a mentee role with this person to a partnership role with this person. I feel like this person is maybe a little bit older, and maybe I don't want to, like, I hear the word retire, so I don't know if she's ready to retire, but I do feel like you moving more into a partnership role with her and coming from up under her as a mentee. But you are very much moving forward. The love is coming. Health wise, you feel like you've fallen off the wagon a little bit and you need to get back. That's okay. We'll connect, even if it's just online, but you're getting back on the horse. You're doing exactly what you need to do. Stop being so hard on yourself. You're very hard on yourself. Like when you do one thing wrong, and this is not personally, this seems to just be like what spirit is telling me. You're very hard on yourself and you don't have to be. You feel like you have to make up for some things in the past. Like maybe everything in the past wasn't exactly the way you wanted, or you weren't the person that you wanted to be. And now that you are this person, you feel like you still have to keep making up for those mistakes of the past. You don't. You're fine. Move forward. Be this person that you are now. Move forward.
I'm going to add a few more things for you, and these are not psychic related. These are just things that you should consider doing. First and foremost, you are not an island. You have to understand you cannot be an island and sell real estate. So you need to start with connecting to a team. You need to find yourself a mortgage broker, somebody who can make magic happen. Not a bank person, not somebody who's attached to affiliated situation, a mortgage broker, someone who can make deals happen. Because when somebody comes to you and they're starting to look for a house, you're going to want to send them for pre-approvals, and they want to find somebody who can make magic happen, because not everybody has the perfect credit. Not everybody has the perfect image that needs to be sent to a bank. And so that's what a mortgage broker will do. So make sure that and do not use the same one that the people around you use. You need to find one independent from them. So get your mortgage broker in place, get your title company in place, connect to the title company. Your broker is going to suggest one. That does not mean you have to do it. You need to find a title company, an agent at a title company who is young, hungry, and ready for your business, because they're going to work for you. And that's what you want them to do. They're going to help you. Don't go to somebody who's been around and has 10, 12, 14 agents that come to them. Find a newer title agent who is working the business, because they're hungry like you. They're going to make the business like you. Next important piece of the puzzle to put together is to ensure that as you move down this process, that you are finding the right social networks to connect to. If you have a chance to get out there and go to a brunch, do the brunch with your business cards. They're not old-fashioned. They still work. Do the brunch. Make sure that your social media is all connected as well and cross-connected. Make sure you have a QRC code that also, so they can people in that. Make sure that as you start walking down this path, that people know you as realtor whatever, not as you, because you have got to tell everybody and anybody that you meet you're a realtor. It gets old, it can get frustrating, but I don't care. Repeat it over and over again so people know you. Because if you are not known as a realtor and you wind up hearing that your friend just gave a listing to somebody else, it's not their fault. They didn't know. You've got to make them aware of this. So start wearing it on your body, wearing it on your energy. And when you're in a conversation, sometimes you don't even have to say you're a realtor. If you have an opportunity and something comes up and you're like, as a realtor, I see that all the time. Or as a realtor, I get a different perspective. All of a sudden, like, oh, I didn't know you're a realtor. Therefore, you're dropping the contact without blasting it on them. And so keep that in mind. Make sure that people know you're a realtor. You'd be surprised how many people do not know their friends' actual jobs. You'd be surprised. And so you're giving money away. You're leaving it on the table for somebody else. And there are realtors out there who will tell everybody and anybody who wants to hear it, and they wind up getting that money off that table. So keep that in mind. Do those things and you'll be surprised. But again, most importantly, tap your social networks. Start getting out there, going to events, going around people, getting in luncheons, going to other places, and not with realtors, because guess what? That's going to not help you in the long term to get clients. There are times where you want to spend time with realtors, but do not spend a lot of quality time with realtors. Spend them when you're going to a social event with people who aren't realtors, because they're not competing with you. They're not the competition. They're the potential target. So keep that in mind. With that, I'll let you go back to Angie.
Also, keep like your card, like your business card. take a picture of it and have it on your phone. I am routinely known for running out of business cards, and so I keep a copy of it, and I can text you my business card if I run out. Like, say I'm at a, oh, you know what, I don't have any more, but can I text you my business card? And I'll text it. I have it posted to my site. So you can go, like, if I say, oh, just go to A5 Says, and then there's my card on there. So even if you run out of cards, keep one text like in your photos, and you can be like, here, I can send it to you. And like he's saying with the QR code, like there's different ways to do it, because like I said, I'm always running out of business cards. So there are lots of things that you can do. And read the comments, because Sherry Berry is giving you information. Keena is giving you information. Everybody's giving you suggestions on what you need to do or what you can do to help you move along. So let's do this.
Yes,
and
there are free services QRC code for you. Like here, I have my own QRC code. See this? I have my own QRC code. And so if I don't have a card, like Angie says, or something else, I'll just have somebody take a picture of this. All of a sudden, when they take a picture of this, my website comes up and all my information comes up. It's already in their phone just by me doing this. So, and Angie, that's a hint to you. Get your QRC code.
I'm like, wait, what?
Yes, and it's free.
We'll talk.
Yeah, there are services who will charge you, but there are places that do it for free. Make sure you do the free one.
Definitely.
QRC free.
One more thing I would like to say: make your business page different than your personal Facebook page.
Yes,
like it's nice and all, to see your family and cute little. You need a separate business page that is just your real estate stuff.
Yep.
Because you may not also want people to know, like, your family and friends and all the other little stuff you do. Yep. So make a totally separate page. And you don't have to link them, because you don't want them to be able to be on this page and come over to your page. This is a totally separate entity and you need it on every social media site, and also TikTok. You people are really sleeping on TikTok. That is a good place to have stuff. Give little tips. Like this, I have a friend who owns a juicing business, and I tell her all the time, if you just go on there and do recipes or do stuff online that people can watch little videos, you can also give little tips to people online, like, oh, if you're looking for a house, you may want to do this, or if you're looking for this, you may want to do that. And it could be like TikTok is a minute. The power of TikTok is all free. Everything we're telling you is free.
Yes. And one thing to keep in mind is that if you see an article that's interesting and real estate related, put it on Facebook, post it, become the resource for information. If you don't have to necessarily only be the realtor. If you want to drive people to your website, give them information, give them something they can use. Put a connection to a mortgage calculator, because guess what? When people start saying, how much can I afford? They need to do a mortgage calculator. So on your Facebook page should be a link to a mortgage calculator or a mortgage calculator itself. On that Facebook page should be all this other information that they can access. What's the market doing now? What's this doing now? What if a new company is coming into town and it's going to bring a lot of jobs? You should be posting it out there, because again, that impacts your market. And so with that, you should consider doing that. And then secondly, is that what I would suggest to you specifically is that in your market area, you should be looking at listings on the hot sheets. They come up every day. You know what they are. So when the listings come up on hot sheets, take a look at those listings and try to find some of the ugliest pictures, because you'll have realtors who don't want to spend the money and who take these god-awful pictures. And you have a kitchen with all the pots and pans and everything on it. And you're like, would you really put that on the listing? Take those pictures and then post it up there and put something like, this is a realtor don't. These are realtor don'ts. And just don't identify the realtor who did it, just the picture itself, and post it on there and saying, this is you won't see this in one of my listings, or don't worry, this is not from my listing. Those things, because you're trying to distinguish yourself from the bunch. And so if you show what other people are doing that aren't good, your implication is, I wouldn't do that. You're going to get quality of service. So keep that in mind. That's something that is an easy thing to do. Pictures are posted every day. Listings come up every day. And some of them do have god-awful pictures. And I used to laugh at myself. And so put them on your page and say, don't worry, you won't see this in one of my listings, that kind of stuff. Distinguish yourself. Show people why you're valuable, why you are the person they want versus somebody else.
Also, you need a good headshot. I keep hearing that. Get a good
Yes.
headshot. A good headshot. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
so hopefully that information helped you. Hopefully, you'll get as much as you can use and take it and run with it. Don't just listen to it tonight and then put it tomorrow. Put it to use. Put it to
I
use.
know where you are. I won't let you not do it. So I know where you are.
And then next, so hopefully it helped. And next, we're moving on to Jalen Pennington. And Jalen Pennington's question is: should be starting a new position soon. Can you tell me how things will work out when I get there?
Keena doesn't think Jalen is still here. Jalen, are you still here?
Let's go ahead and do it real quick if you can pick up anything, Angie. I think the position, I'm getting the feeling like the position's going to be wine and roses at first, but within a short period of time, you're going to say, yeah, man, what did I do? I'm not sure this is what I really wanted. So I don't know if it's going to answer I don't know if it's going to answer your long-term career goal. I think it could be a good little stepping stone, but not much more.
I got an overall positive energy when I read how will things work out. Like I feel like again, it'll be that road, that kind of honeymoon phase when you get there and everybody will be nice and blah blah blah. But they'll expect you to be up to speed and ready to go really quickly. And this just doesn't seem to be what you thought it was. And I won't even say the name of the company, but it's the job that I thought like, oh, I want to go there. Then I was like, so I'm saying like again, like Don told me, this is a stepping stone.
Yep. Angie's like,
So wine, like he said, wine and roses at the beginning, but when you get there, you may not love it. So you will quickly want to move on. Look, and let me tell y'all this: I had 3 jobs in like 2 months, like literally 3 different jobs in 2 months time last year, and so. Sometimes you have to move around. You're like, oh, not what I thought it was. Oh, let me go to the next place. Oh, let me go to the next place. And you know where I'm at? Back where I was originally. So there you go. But
back
it
where
has
somebody else, back where somebody else had told her she was going to be in the end, and she didn't
stepping
believe.
stone. Those were his exact words, literally. And I stepped right on back over them stones to that bridge where I was at. So
Yep.
I do feel like this will be fun and fun in the beginning, like getting to know everything. But when you get to the nuts and bolts of it, it won't be what you want, and you'll probably be sorry that you left, but you'll move on to something better. So, you want to know what it'll be like? It'll be good when you first get there, but then you'll move on.
Exactly. So maybe bring your red slippers so you can hit them 3 times and return home like Angie did.
I do.
Next is Sherry Berry. Sherry had a specific question. I just sent a thing out to her asking her what is her specific question so we can read it.
It was about work. She said it's always about work.
So it's something? Yeah.
And initially, when she put it in there, it was about work.
Okay. Yeah, she said work related, but I don't know what.
Oh,
It's like what is work related.
oh yeah, that's what I saw. Work related.
So
And Jacqueline LaRue, you are next. And then
exactly, you need a question because we don't have a question for you. So if you are still here, make sure you give us a question so we don't have to pop over you.
Sahu.
So it's
Um,
Abishaliman.
that's a person that I already told about that exam.
Oh, that's right. That's exam person. Yep, you're right.
If he's still here and you have anything down, you can add to it. But I told him all I needed to know for number
No, I'm
26.
good.
That's
I'm
that
good.
last man. And so the next person will be Sahu. You need
Oh,
to be ready if you're still here.
yeah. And Sherry's is general work.
Sherry, you are such a smarty pants. Like you always know more than the people that you work with. You are very, very knowledgeable in your field. You are taking jobs that are not um they are not to the standard of where you should be. Like you are above the work that you are taking. You know more. You definitely need to apply for something more than what you're doing. Like you have a lot of knowledge, and I don't feel like your resume really reflects all of the knowledge that you have and all the things that you should be doing. Um, should you stay where you are? It's the job that you're doing definitely is not equivalent to your skill level. Like this is what you're doing, your skill level or your knowledge is up here. You have a lot more knowledge. You definitely could be like a compliance officer. I hear you could definitely be somebody who is more of a auditor, somebody who is out of the nuts and bolts of it and behind the scenes making sure that the regulations are being taken care of. I feel like you're done, you're tired of working with clients. Um, but you haven't necessarily found that job that allows you to become behind the scenes. And you do still have a passion for what you do. Like you really do like getting people into their housing or whatever. But I hear your salary requirements aren't high enough. You're not demanding enough based on the amount of knowledge that you have. You I hear LinkedIn. You should probably be on LinkedIn. You're not like your resume. I feel like needs to be a little bit more revamped and needs to show your skills. Like you're not highlighting your skills enough. You're putting like you're applying for the job that you're already at when you should be applying for the job that you have the skills to do. You are very much way ahead of where you are, and you're definitely not asking for enough money. You're definitely not asking for enough money, and you are she's a bookkeeper right now, so you're even beyond that. You're beyond that. You are definitely like I hear regulations, regulatory. Like that's where you need to be. You have the knowledge and you know the regulatory stuff. And if you don't, like you have enough that'll at least get you in the door. You need to step up to the next level. You're beyond this basic level, and you just need to be confident that you do know everything that you know, and that people will listen to what you're telling them to do because you do have that knowledge. That's what I'm getting.
For me, I think it's more of a challenge thing. You're just not challenged, and you're bored, and you feel like you're underutilized, which you are, and we know that, you know that. I think that it all comes down to that, is that you need to find something that challenges you. You need to find something that pushes you, that also gives you a new avenue for your information and for your knowledge, something that will also help you learn more. And this position doesn't do that. I think this position also, I think financially it's even a little less than what you were doing, and money wise, I think you're making a little less. That I'm not sure if that makes sense, but for some reason I'm getting the feeling like you just took a little bit of a pay cut to take this job, and yet your commute is further, is what I'm feeling as well, which is interesting. Don't know where you live, don't know what part of town it is, but I'm getting the feeling like it's a combination of things. But I think that ultimately this is not where you want to be, not where you need to be. But I think that you're shooting too low. I'm with Angie on that one. You're shooting too low. That you need to embrace the fact that you have a lot to offer, and you need to make sure people are aware of that. And you need to put it out there and let people embrace that. So I'm saying you need to work on a way to make that leap, to make that connection, to make that jump, and find out what that would be. But the most important thing is figuring out what's going to challenge you, because again, it's not just any job. Then there's not any job will fit. You need a job that's really going to test your skill set. It's going to test a lot of things, and most importantly, you are your best, what do you call it, your best calling card for what it is you want to do. So you've got to be able to put it in one sentence. Whatever it is you want to, whatever it is you're trying to accomplish, has to be done in like a one sentence or a elevator pitch, and that's about it. So keep that in mind. But that's what I'm getting.
Yeah, like I feel like you have enough knowledge to get you in there, and then like that'll revive you. Like I feel like you go into work, but you don't really love it. Like it's not. You're like, oh, I know this, blah blah blah. And so if you get in the door, the challenge with learning everything that you're supposed to know will revive you and make you want to do it. But it's coming because as I was doing the cards, this is the card that popped out because they told me to pull a card. it was a page of Pentacles. And so there is word coming about a job or about something. You definitely just should be looking. Like, I don't feel like you're like really, really looking too much, but your talents are just way up here. And I feel like you may even know a lot more than the people in the office with you, and they know that you know that. And so maybe even some of the questions that they ask you are not even directly related to what you do. You know the answers, or you've said stuff and they've kind of looked at you like, how did you know that, or whatever. But you definitely are underutilizing your talents. You're not demanding enough, and you probably should get out of the whole, or not necessarily like the whole career area, but to a different aspect of it. Like, like there's different levels of it, or different options within that career field you can do, and you just need to find the one that will give you that bump up and give you what you need. But I do hear regulatory a lot. Like, you really are a person who could regulate stuff. You're bossy. Stop acting like you're not. Like, I know that you're bossy. That's all I'm gonna say.
Hopefully that helped you. And we are now on the next one. It was just Jalen Pennington. And Jalen
Oh,
is
we already
asking,
did that person. We did that person. That's what we just did about
oh, okay.
going to the Nuke's job. Keep it moving.
Well, what the hell? Okay, where are we then? Did I take things out of order then? Oh, no,
Wait,
it's Shahu Rani.
Shahu, are you still here? But I remember. Wait, what was their question? Oh, okay.
Can I future husband details or personality and chemistry between me and my future husband? Any details?
I get and I don't even know what this kind of person would be called, but it's a very strong, broad shouldered guy with his hair pulled back into a slick back ponytail. You definitely are looking for someone who is more of a head of household type person, or that's the person that I see coming for you. It does not seem to be like a very old person. Like, I don't think that this person is, I don't feel like this person is over 50. Um, Deep voice, maybe glasses, a person that works with their hands or outside, because I feel like I'm outside. Like, you do like a manual, a hands-on job. Like, it's not like, I don't feel like this person is in a business setting, but they provide very well for their family. You are looking for someone who's very strong to take leadership, and to take care of you, but still be respectful. This person is a kind of like, is my food done? Is the house clean type person, and they're a very simple person. They don't demand a lot. It's just kind of like eat, sleep, work, drink, eat, sleep, work, and they're a provider. I don't feel like they're extremely affectionate either, but you do know that they care. That's what I see.
I think you've kind of gotten what I would have gotten. I'm not picking up much of anything. So I'm going to go with what you have and say that seems, it sounds good, because I'm just not getting anything.
That I immediately saw the guy standing outside, and I was cold, so I don't like outside when it's cold.
Exactly. That's why Arizona, right?
I'm
Absolutely.
waiting on the 115 like this. Come on, 115.
Soon enough, soon enough. Lord have mercy. Well, I think we've come to the end of our evening. We've definitely exhausted our list. We had a few people waiting on the wait list, but unfortunately, we got through everything, and we are almost at 4 hours. So, with that said, I hope everybody enjoyed their full moon energy harvest, and I'm looking to hear good news from that. Hopefully, the folks got the good readings. It was nice to get some spirits coming through tonight. I'm telling you what, this master class that I'm taking has done something, because it's like opening up as these spirits come through. And I had two tonight that I knew of for sure, and the one with the child. And I thought, how crazy is that? I really didn't know how to address that topic, because I'm like, how do you ask somebody, and if they're comfortable discussing that they may have lost a child? And I was like, I don't know. I'm glad that apparently I must have done the right thing, because they responded. But wow, all I can say is wow, what an evening.
All of you that are asking, can I be added to the list? Don will be on live tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. Same channel. He'll be on Twitch, he'll be on YouTube, and he'll be on Facebook. Please join then, and promptly be there at 8 o'clock, because there are people waiting. So get there as like 7:55, 7:50. Be there waiting, and you will get in, and he will, and even say, hey, I'm from last night, can I get in? But we literally have been on for 4 hours, and I have to be logged in for work at 6 a.m. So I definitely have to get off. And Keena has cracked the whip so many times that I'm just like, okay.
Absolutely. And if you didn't have a chance to do the full moon ritual before and during while we were doing it, you can replay this, start it all over again, because the very first 15 minutes was the full moon ritual. And make sure you do it, because this is the night of the full moon. Enjoy all of its benefits. With that said, we are out of here, folks. We are going to crash, because tomorrow morning I'll be back online and Angie will be back at work.
But I'll be online watching too, because I like to absorb the energy. Good night, you guys, and I'm glad we shared our first full moon ritual with you all, and I hope that we were funny. And please share, so other people know that we're online. And listen, tell Oprah that we are looking for her. Like, you people think I forgot. I never forget. Tell Oprah I'm looking for her. Or that we are talent. We are available. And then the lady who's going to be doing the music, we're your opening act.
Yes.
I remember.
Yep. And Whoopi's production, Whoopi Productions, because Whoopi, you can do a show on us right here.
Yes.
And thank you, Tina, for such a great job.
And Meg and Sherry, I see you making secret plans. I know we already have a chat. I better be in on that secret plans that you're making. Okay. Secret plans on a public platform.
Adios, everybody. See you later.
Bye. Have a good